Welcome to the Intercourse Show. I am your host, Mr. B. Today we have a very exciting show for you. It's been a little while. I've been on a bit of a hiatus, but what better way to come in than to start out by talking about some of the current events that's been taking place. For those of you who are not following the music scene, two of the biggest artists in the hip hop music scene is Drake and a gentleman by the name of Kendrick Lamar. Apparently, for their whole careers, spanning more than 10 years, these guys have had these little tension between the two of them, where, there's some competitive spirit there between the two guys. And there's been these subliminal disses that's happened over the course of their careers, virtually them talking about each other. One of the artists is a guy by the name of J. Cole, who, braggadociously says that there's three big artists of their particular generation, of their draft class, and that he's amongst that top three. And so when J. Cole and Drake went on tour together, they left out Kendrick Lamar. There was a song done called First Person Shooter between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, in which Kendrick Lamar felt some subliminal disses was coming towards him. And then he ended up teaming up with some of Drake's former friends / co-musicians. And they made a diss track to come at Drake. Then J. Cole bowed out of the situation. So it left for this title bout between Drake and Kendrick Lamar. For all of you guys who are not following this, I'm the same. I'm kind of an old school guy. And I don't generally speak about things like this. But I think today's show is going to be interesting because we try to not only analyze the beef, which I believe is a surface level thing, but I think there's some far deeper messages in that we can extract from what's happening with these two men, these two young, popular Black men. And so today we have a panel with us. In that panel includes my guy, Zay, and I also got my cousin Terrence to weigh in on the conversation. So I think this is a show that everyone will enjoy. Without any further ado, we will start the show showcasing the panel as well as the lyrics from the latest song that was dropped, and then we'll work our way backwards. For those who haven't followed, there's probably about 3 or 4 diss songs on the part of everyone. And at this point, the latest song as of tonight, May 5th, has been dropped by Drake, essentially revealing his angle for the beef and why he believes he is superior to his competitor. So without any further ado, we will start this podcast by playing the music, and then we'll do some analysis where myself and some of the guys on the panel will weigh in and share their opinions about what they think the greater meanings are and their opinion as to who's got the edge over the other. All right. Hope you guys enjoy the show. Here we go. Hold on, the audio is not playing. We might have to start it from the top. Let me go here.
Out in a small town, my Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, season in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for.
Okay, starting from the top is music.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was arrested, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. You recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
So y'all just heard the last song that Drake just dropped. I don't know if there's some initial responses to it, but what I want to do is keep it in context. So y'all tell me what you want to do. Do you want me to go back and play the prior songs, or do you want me to start from the beginning from what was said?
I mean, for the people, you might have to give some context and go back to the beginning to hear everything out, man.
Okay. I agree. So we can do that. So this is the last one, but we'll start this from the beginning. So by the beginning, are we talking first person shooter, which is the alleged song that started all of this between him and Kendrick, him, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar, or are we starting from the song with Future like that?
I mean, you can go as far back all the way back to first person shooter, man.
Okay.
Full context is everything.
Shooter. This is to give context. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give my theory, and then we'll play everything. You guys can tell me what you think. But, let's do it. First person shooter, and we're going to go J. Cole lyrics. Okay, so let's get that queued up. What did y'all think about the first song?
The first song.
The first song that we heard. The song we just heard. What did y'all think about that? It was jam-packed with some stuff. Now, it's probably going to make more sense once it has a full context in it. But we'll go ahead and play first person shooter.
I already truthfully have like a developed opinion about the whole thing. So that's what I'll say. I mean,
do you? Okay. So for Isaiah, we'll go ahead and. What are you thinking? Go ahead.
Like I haven't really listened to all of them, like each of them, like back to back to back. But like from the standpoint of just the fact that for me, it really stuck. Although Cole backed out, and I do have some reservations about that, right? But throughout this whole thing, he has said the realest thing, the realest bar of them all. My issues with Kendrick, quite frankly, the nigga is irrelevant for 4 years and then comes back anytime he wants some sort of recognition or clout. He goes ghost, does nothing, then comes back, pokes the bear at whoever he wants to target so that he can be relevant, and then drops an album. I don't respect that. If you like that, bro, just drop your shit and niggas will listen. It's always about beef for him. He never comes out and just drops music. It's never on quality. It's always about clout for him. Yeah, it's always about clout for him when he's trying to get some sort of recognition. Oh, somebody's coming in real quick. Hold on. Yeah, for Kendrick, it's always about clout. Right behind the stairs. It's 217. Yeah, right behind the stairs. Yeah. For Kendrick, really what it is, it's it's about clout for him, and I can't really respect that. So like I said, J. Cole, although bowing out, has said the realest thing of it all. And I hate the fact that he bowed out because I think he would have violated Kendrick, truthfully. He said, nigga average one hard verse every 30 months or something. If he wasn't dissing, then we wouldn't be discussing him. That was the truest thing of anything that's been said so far. You only discuss Kendrick when he's dissing somebody. It's never about his body of work that you glorify him. And truthfully, the other thing J. Cole said that was true, people gas Kendrick shit. It really don't be all that, bro, in my opinion. The nigga be moaning all over tracks. Like, bro, rap, nigga. Like, fuck are we doing? Like, I can't respect it, bro.
Okay, that was first person shooter. Thoughts on that? So I don't know if you guys heard any subliminal messaging other than them referencing that the top three is Aubrey. I think that came from J. Cole, Aubrey, Kendrick, and J. Cole himself. Initial thoughts on that. Did y'all hear anything that you felt was a subliminal shot to Kendrick? A lot of people say they felt like Kendrick took that personal because, you know, he wasn't on the song. And I think there was an invitation extended out to him that gets later revealed in future songs that he denied. And they went and did the song without him. And I think he took issue with that when he responded in the second jab that he took at both of them.
See, that's again my issue. Kendrick be doing shorty shit, bro. Like, I just feel like, bro, it's understood, bro. The dudes at the top of the game is you, Kendrick. No one debates that. If we talking about top three, now you can have your order, place it in whatever order you want, but no one debates that the top three dudes in the game right now, in terms of penmanship, artistry, and all that, Kendrick, Cole, Drake. No one debates that, bro. Why Kendrick feels the need to, I don't know, drum up some sort of beef with the guys is beyond me. Clearly, it is how I was understanding it, right? Cole included Kendrick in his verse in mentioning that, yo, is it Aubrey, K. Dot, or is it me? Drake, however, left him out. He said it's just me and Drake. And on the same song, both of them said two different things. So obviously one took personal issue and the other didn't. Cole, I feel like, got caught up in this whole thing, and he wasn't really trying to be in it from the jump. That's why when he came out with his shit, the subliminal or the stray bullet that he caught from Kendrick, everyone was kind of surprised at, because if anything, Cole and Kendrick always got along.
No, always. I kind of disagree.
Nah, bro.
J. Cole, I feel like J. Cole's the type of dude that was kind of stirring up the pot a little bit. He's the one that came with that whole big three concept in the first place.
That's what how is that stirring up that's cool. Every time he mentions Kendrick, it's like, bro, you are the only person that people compare me to. It's not. Yeah, but
when he mentions that would be equivalent to like Clyde Drexler saying the best players in the league right now is me, Charles Barkley, and Michael Jordan, and I'm the number one. Michael Jordan will fill away.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Man, you don't listen to Cole enough. Bro, you don't listen to Cole enough. He has another song where he says, yo, where he mentions the big three again. It's like a little while ago. He said something about they gave Kendrick the gold, Drake the silver, and they threw the bronze at me. He put himself in third place. He's like, bro, every time I try to compete with these niggas, it seems like the industry or whoever, they put me. He's constantly been like, yo, in terms of like accolades, in terms of like commercial play, Kendrick and Drake have that step above him, right? In terms of like just getting that kind of love and admiration on that tip. So he's taken his hat off to Kendrick and Cole numerous amount of times. It's never been about beef for Cole. It's just like, these are the two dudes that push me to get to that point in my career. Now I would like to point out this fact, right? Cole also said in a recent song, he was like, this was his response to Kendrick actually in 7 Minute Drill. He was like, it's ironic because like, bro, like I take my hat off to you throughout our whole careers. Now that I'm on top, because right before this whole thing, Cole was violating every feature, bro. Like every song he was putting, I was going crazy. And then Kendrick want to come out here with this bullshit, bro. My man, like, I'm on top now, nigga. Relax, bro. You've been gone for 30 months. Sit down where you was sitting and relax, bro. Don't come out here with this bullshit trying to distract niggas with beef. And, bro, sit down somewhere, bro, because I will really violate. Now, granted, he ended up apologizing. Like I said, not a fan of that. But
not a good look at all. I'm not a fan of that. The reason why I'm not a fan of it, and my position on that has actually changed. 1 second, fellas. My position of that has actually changed. My position on that has actually changed. And the reason why it's actually changed is because, bear with me 1 second.
The president of the United States.
The reason why my position has changed on that is because I start to see how personal this current beef has gotten. And I think there was some wisdom and some foresight on the part of Kendrick Lamar.
No, on part of Cole. That's why I said Cole was like, bro, this is real. That's why I said he caught us straight. He was like, bro, this clearly isn't really about me. So I'm gonna bow out. That's why I said from the jump, bro. He was like, bro, why am I gonna go at it with Kendrick, bro? He said in the song, bro, that's really my brother for real. Like they get along. There's been a rumored album that they're supposed to drop time and time again, bro. So Cole was like, bro, it's cool that you're doing this, and I'll do it for sport.
Like Cole was the antagonizer of the whole thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, he might. No, I feel like Rick Ross is.
No, like I feel like Cole is constantly referencing this big three. Like I don't think Drake was not losing any sleep over the situation, bro. This dude kept making music, making bops. He was staying in his lane, and Cole was staying in his lane. It's just J. Cole seems to always tie in the comparison thing. Is it this guy? Is it this guy? And I felt like that really and truly, without Cole being in the center, kind of connecting this dude to that dude relative to where he stands with regards to that placement, nobody's talking about it like that. It would have remained them subliminally dissing each other on every other song.
But here's the thing: the subliminal diss only come from Drake or Kendrick. They never come. Cole's, it's not he'll say something, but it's nothing to be subliminal. You know what I'm saying? Like, and also, I would like to point out the fact that the 2013 cipher, the reason Drake never really responded to that is because, bro, it's a subliminal, bro. You have something to say to me, say it to me, and then we could do that. Don't be dropping subliminals all the time. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean?
It's true. I agree with you on that.
You too.
I agree with you on that point. But to me, I just felt like it was one of those things where Cole is really the guy, and that's why I didn't like that part. I thought Cole was the guy who was like, "Oh, he said this about you," and he was going to this other guy's like, "You know, I'm cool," but he said this. I feel like there's a part of it. He was in the middle of it all, bro. He was in the middle of it all.
Man, you dragging it, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know how that's the perspective. Where is Cole like poking like and saying like, yo, he said this about you, and he said Cole ain't a messy nigga, bro.
Because here's the thing: who created the concept of the whole big three? I didn't hear that from no Drake, and I didn't hear that from no Kendrick. The only one talking about a big three is J. Cole. He brings it up all the time.
No, but here's the thing, though. It's not necessarily something that he brings up. It's something.
Can we concede that J. Cole brings up the concept of the big three all the time?
Yeah, but I don't see the problem with that.
So let me make the point.
No, because it is the big three.
So let me make the point.
If there is a top three, who is it?
If there's a big three and the only one person who references a big three is J. Cole, J. Cole's in the middle of it all, bro.
No, bro.
That's the point. Listen to me.
No, but the industry recognizes that.
No.
The industry.
Listen, the industry don't write. Listen,
so Emmanuel. So let me ask you, who are the top three rappers in the industry right now? If you say anyone but those three guys, I don't think you listen to music.
But even if you said that those guys were the big three, that none of the industry is not rapping about that. The only one,
anyone outside.
Come out for a second. The only one person out of those big three who's talking about a big three is the dude in the middle that we just talked about out of the battle. He was the only one who was talking about it. The first three dudes weren't talking about it. They would take their jabs at each other as you would expect competitors to do. But really and truly, they weren't really talking about it. And the one guy who kept putting it in the forefront of everybody's mind that he's amongst the big three and he feels like he should be ranked higher and and he's the best. And then it's creating this hype. You know what I mean? Like, bro, think about it. You've been in school, you've been in grade school, right? When you've been in grade school, it's like that one kid that goes around saying, nah, I'm the toughest. The only two guys here that, you know what I'm saying, that are tough like me is this guy and that guy. Okay.
Right. I think at that point, what it is
going around the school saying that. You know what I'm saying?
But
he's going around the school saying that, and then he essentially says, "Hey, let's duke it out." And everybody
never said that.
And listen to me, everybody goes out to the playground because, you know, everybody always wants to see a spectacle. Everybody always wants to see a fight. So they go to the playground. The minute they go to the playground, watching things to be duked out, guess what happens? The guy who was like, "Oh yeah, it's me, this guy," and this guy is like, "No, I don't like to fight." So he bows out. So now there's two guys standing there. That's literally what it was like.
That's not what it was, because again, Emmanuel, in context, we're taking it out of context. Like you said,
it's not out of context.
Like, no, of course it's out of context. Because
I just asked you a question just now, Terrence. Listen to what I said to you, very clear. I said, of the three guys you mentioned that the industry recognizes, probably the three youngest talent, very seasoned, very great lyricists, sound with their pen, great following. Those three guys, the industry recognizes it, right? The only one out of those three guys who references anything about Big Three is J. Cole, right?
Because like you said, the reason he's he
why is he bringing it up? That's my point.
Okay. Why not bring it up, bro?
Why bring it up? He's not.
The point is to say no. Hold on, real quick.
To run.
The point is to say this. There's no one else in here that could see me except for these two. There's no one else in here that can give me a run for my money.
You're making the point of this. This is literally the scenario. This is literally the scenario.
Now hold on. Now I personally don't have an issue with these guys, but them two do.
Terrence, listen to what I'm saying to you, bro. You've gone to high school before. You know how high school rhetoric and rumors and all that stuff start. You know about that hype. You know when you got that one kid in there who's like, "Nah, I'm the toughest one here." You know what I'm saying? The only two guys that could probably keep up with me. The only two guys that could probably keep up with me is this guy and that guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the toughest. That's literally what the dude's saying. He going around the school telling everybody, "I'm the toughest." Where you hear that from? This Negro is saying this. He was saying he's the toughest. The other two dudes ain't saying nothing about being the toughest. They're just saying I'm the No, they're not saying. There's only three of us who are amongst the elite fighters here. You know what I'm saying? The only one dude who was saying that was J. Cole.
I don't see the problem in doing that.
And then when everybody goes out to the field because they want to see who really is the toughest, J. Cole then says, "I don't even want to fight. I'm good." So now it leaves these two other guys there now to defend their square. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Like, it's almost like this one guy was egging it on because he was the only one.
Again, that's incorrect, because like Isaiah was saying, this stems back to a lot. Like, this shit's been going on for years, bro.
I know, from when they came out.
Truthfully, it's Kendrick and his baby shorty subliminals. Like, bro, if you feel a way about me, bro, say that. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't like me, bro, say that.
Yeah, but I think
you should have said that a long time ago.
From what I've watched documentary wise, bro, these guys have their own internal gripes. Kendrick came out with a song where he was dissing everybody, trying to say, "I challenge everybody."
Yeah, no, but that wasn't like, it was more that I didn't take that as a diss. I took that as like, yo, yeah, I gotta wake up, because
the only person that was like, "Nah, I don't think that's cool." What he did was Drake. Drake was the only one who was like, "Bro, everybody's here trying to help you." Drake was trying to help the guy. Drake took him on tour. Drake was trying to help the guy. He respected his craft. He was trying to help him. And dude came out with a song dissing him. And everybody was like, "Oh, it was artistic. I ain't feel no way." And, and low key, Drake was like, "Nah, that's corny. I don't like that, bro. Like, I'm trying to help you and you dissing, you talking about challenging me and doing all that stuff. That's corny. I don't really rock it with it." And because Drake spoke up, they're like, "Oh, he was the sensitive one who got in his feelings about it." And I could kind of understand. Drake's a man. He doesn't necessarily want, you know what I'm saying, like some dude he's helping to be making it seem like, you know, he's beneath him. Because at that point, Drake was bigger than that dude. Way bigger than that dude.
He still is.
That's my point. So that's what that's why I feel like the slight is, and because of that little issue, they're still having these back and forths, these subliminals. But you got that one guy.
That has nothing to do with Cole. It's got nothing to do with Cole, bro. Zero.
Parents, I just gave you the example.
It's a bad example.
You got one guy in the school who's going around saying I'm the toughest. The only two guys that could potentially beat me are this guy and this guy. And everybody in the school says, all right, since you're going around telling everybody this, fine. They all think they're the toughest. So let's just go out into the schoolyard and let's squabble. Let's figure it out. And then when everyone's circled around them, the one guy says, you know what? I don't even want to fight. I'm too big for this.
I don't know.
And he walks out. Bro, come on. That looks crazy. So then when he walks out, now you got these two guys who's like, well, I do feel like I'm the toughest. I do feel like I'm the baddest in the spot. The other dude saying, I do feel like I'm the baddest in the spot. Meanwhile, the guy that got him out to the playground to beef isn't no longer there.
No, that's incorrect. That's incorrect. Cole wasn't the one that was like, yo, everybody come outside, let's fight. That shit was drumming up before that he made that song, bro.
When Cole, listen to me, bro. To me, I'm listening to it from a different standpoint.
No, wait, real quick. When did the quarrel start? No. When did the quarrel start? When did the beef start? When was it like, okay, like I don't like
it originated back in the day because I think Cole had a station.
So what is Cole has nothing to do with it.
Cole wanted to sign the guy. Like I did some documentary review. Apparently, at one point when he played the mixtape and they heard each other, Cole respected his craft, similar to how Drake respected his craft and actually extended an olive tree to him and said, "Look, I'll take you on tour. I'll help you get, put you on my stage so that you can get some notoriety because you're really talented." So you see guys who were trying to do that. Cole, I think, in one point was trying to do that. Kendrick is a different type of dude in terms of how he compete. And maybe you can make the argument that Kendrick is a sensitive one out of everybody.
He is. I said that.
Complex. No, I totally understand. You can make that, and that would be a valid argument.
Like a shorty.
But I can't be mad that he's like, nah, I don't want to be. He's got that Jordan thing going on, bro. Don't do that. He don't want a participation trophy. I'm not saying he's Michael Jordan. I'm just saying he has the mindset. In his mind, he doesn't want like to kumbaya and do what LeBron does with some of the rest of these players and hold hands and say, we all good. We all deserve to be the best. He don't think like that. He don't move like that, bro. He don't. Jordan would be the type of dude who's like, you know what? Everybody cool, but I'm trying to get an edge because I want to be the best. He got that like that odd way of thinking that like I'm the only one. There's nobody better than me. So when he did that and he stepped out on the song Control, I think he was essentially declaring like, I would challenge anybody to step to me who thinks that they are of my caliber. And everybody kind of bowed out. And the only person who kind of said something about it was Drake. And ever since Drake said something about it, he perceived, oh, you being sensitive because everybody's seen it as just an artistic craft. I'm cool with him. But Drake was like, nah, I thought that was corny. I'm helping you, bro. Like, I'm taking you on tour with me. I'm giving you my platform so you can get on. And now you're getting a little buzz and you want to throw me under the bus and start saying you better than me. That's corny. That would be like Drake doing that to Lil Wayne. He don't do that to Lil Wayne. When Drake was just starting out, Lil Wayne was that guy. No, you can't say that's different, bro. Lil Wayne is a monster. You can't say
no. Lil Wayne actually like put Drake on.
Put Drake on. That's my point to you. What I'm saying
actually did though.
Lil Wayne is actually considered amongst the greats with his pen and his lyrical craft.
Right.
What he's saying is for a guy who used his platform to put me on, I don't then challenge him. That's a matter of principle from the standpoint of Drake. And so whether Drake put
But it's different though. Kendrick already had a platform before Drake.
No. What I'm saying to you is Kendrick may have had a platform before Drake, but Drake magnified the platform when he put him on stage with him. He's supporting him. I don't disagree.
Kendrick already had a fan base.
I don't disagree. Kendrick
they came up at the same time. If anything, Kendrick got hotter before Drake did, in my opinion.
No, then how is Drake putting him on the Drake
Bro,
was the
Drake did-
headliner. How's Drake putting him on if Kendrick got
Bro.
hotter than him?
in term because Drake, listen, Drake always had commercial like appeal. It took Kendrick a little bit longer to get that commercial
That's
appeal.
my point, bro. So this is what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is it's not about like you're talking about the commercial appeal in terms of like
that's what I'm saying.
This what I'm
Anytime
saying.
a guy who's bigger than you says, "I'm gonna
No.
take you on tour," listen to me.
People
I'll give you a perfect example.
confuse.
I'm gonna give you an example of this,
confuse.
Terrence. I'm gonna give you an example of this. When 50 Cent was just coming on, Master P had a huge platform. And guess who was taking 50 Cent on tour? Master P.
Mhm.
So in a way, Master P was using his celebrity to get more notoriety towards 50 Cent's celebrity. You have to respect that. That would be crazy if then Master P was then started to get dissed by 50 Cent. Because bro, when you was always hot, you was always talented. Nobody's challenging that. No one's saying Kendrick wasn't all those things. But dude is saying, bro, when I was the guy that was selling out arenas and I could have chose any act to open up for me, I was putting you on, bro. And now you're making a diss record disrespecting me. I feel away about that.
I can respect that. I understand that.
I think he's legitimate for feeling away about that. But what I'm saying is J. Cole is the only one who's constantly going around telling people it's just the big three. It's the big. I only hear it from him, bro.
I don't see the problem in that. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm not.
I don't hear anything referenced to big three in anybody else's raps but J. Cole. Drake ain't talking about no big three when he raps on any.
What I'm saying is I don't see the problem in that though.
Bro,
I don't see the problem.
I'm literally giving you the examples. This is what I'm saying. This is my point of view. It may not be yours, and I respect the fact that you may have a whole different point of view. I'm simply saying the only guy who was talking all this big three stuff was J. Cole. So in a way, he was kind of instigating the beef to the point we get to Like That, which will be the song that gets played next. And on Like That, dude, like, yo, mother F the big three. Who keeps bringing up the big three? J. Cole. He didn't say F Drake. He ain't say none of that. He said mother F this big three concept. Whoever put this big three thing up, forget them. I don't want to hear nothing about no big three. Don't put me on your list. I'm the number one.
And that's fine. What I'm saying is that's fine.
Me, that's the part of it where I'm like, wait, you got us all out here in a circle. We're about ready to fight to see who's the best in the yard, and then you buy out. You're the guy that was going around telling everybody, you know, I'm one of the three toughest guys here. In fact, I am the toughest. I never sparred with the other two dudes, and that's why I haven't proven it to everybody. But I promise you, if any of them challenge me, I would show you that I'm the toughest. And then when everybody get into the yard, you're like, nah, I don't even like to fight. And he walks out. That's corny. I don't like that, bro. That's not to take anything away. That's to take nothing away from J. Cole's brilliance, his genius, in terms of how his playing game, his rap game, his scheme. His music is dope. I like the dude's music. I don't like his tactics. Because to me, it's like, bro, don't go to the mountaintop and tell everybody you the best. And when somebody challenges you like that, you're like, nah, I'm a little too old for this. Bro, you literally just said it in your song a couple weeks ago. And now you too old for this. This is beneath you. Come on, bro. You shouldn't have done that. Because to me, that's the reason we're all standing in the schoolyard in the first place, ready to see a fight. None of these dudes was on each other's radars to like, I don't believe Drake was gonna go out of his way to call out Kendrick. And I don't really
wait. I'm sorry. So in that track where Kendrick said fuck the big three, you don't think Drake was gonna respond?
No,
Cole happened to respond.
Wait.
Cole happened to respond first.
No. I absolutely believe that Drake was going to respond, and he did exactly what he's always done. He responds when somebody calls him out. Drake has done that. You got to give it to him. But what I'm saying to you is, had Cole not been insinuating something about the big three, then that line that Kendrick was talking about wouldn't have been relevant.
He would have found something to say. That's my point.
I mean, they've been dissing each other for over a decade subliminally.
which is
what I'm
why he
saying
would have
is
found something to
they're
say.
taking little jabs at each other subliminally, but nobody went out of their way to say, let's settle this in the schoolyard in a fight in front of everybody. Nobody did that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like they've been throwing shots at each other for 10 years, and it was like, oh, these
No,
niggas.
there's no they.
I didn't even know they was talking shit to each other.
There's no they. Kendrick and Drake. Cole been doing his own thing.
Yeah, but no, Cole, nah, bro, don't do that.
No. What other shots is Cole throwing?
Every time I hear J. Cole shots, bro, he like one of the things, ain't nobody done it. I am the greatest. Then the latest. Yeah, bro. When he's talking that braggadocious talk, and then he's referencing a big three, and it's almost like he says it in a way that like he feels like people aren't really analyzing how he is the superior to that list of three. Bro, it's like I hear it as this nigga making his case like, y'all really need to reevaluate my situation. I'm actually number one out of that list of three.
But I think if you believe you are that guy, then you should do that. Time and time again, he's like, "I listen."
But yeah, when you believe you're that guy,
hold on. Clearly, you got. For example, Cole is really the only one that doesn't really do the anticky, clickbaity bullshit. Kendrick does the clickbaity, anticky bullshit. Drake does the click.
I don't deny.
Drake does the clickbaity, anticky bullshit. Cole is the only one that doesn't do the clickbaity, petty bullshit, bro. Cole is about pen. No,
I think they all do petty bullshit in different ways, bro.
Cole is about
petty bullshit in different ways. You know why? Let me say why I say that. Because you know what? J. Cole has just demonstrated that the moment he wants to bow out of a beef, he don't even talk no more. He don't have nothing to say.
I feel like he's gonna have something to say.
Stop. What I'm saying is, as it looks today, the moment a nigga said his name and really kind of was like, "Nah, let's just come out to the playground and settle this." All of a sudden, niggas like, "I don't want to smoke," because now all this heat is around it. He don't want it. He's bigger than it. Like it's not for me. I'm 40. You know, I'm not.
Truthfully, bro.
And both of them niggas are like, oh, Drake is telling them like, nigga, that was a bitch move. I thought that was some sucker shit.
Cool. That's cool.
You the one that's been talking this big three thing. We're all out into the playground, and all of a sudden now, you ain't got nothing to say. You gonna bow out, bro? Okay, whatever. Like niggas see him like, oh,
no. I said this from go. Like I feel like Cole. I respect his move on a different front. On a different front. You just said you did. We could run the tape back.
I don't. No, there's different parts of what I respect from him.
Exactly. So what I was saying.
Listen, I respect the fact that he actually is not participating because he had the foresight to see this situation is going to get very personal,
and it's not about me. It was never about me.
My personal business is going to get aired out because both of these niggas are very petty niggas. This stuff is going to get very personal. And my stuff is gonna get aired out, and quite frankly, because it's gonna get aired out, I don't even want to, go down this path because I can see what it's gonna lead to. So that part I can say I respect the fact that he didn't want to squabble, but I don't respect the fact that he started this in a way.
He didn't start it, bro.
No, I'm not saying he started it as if like they didn't have animosity from the beginning of their careers. No. I'm saying the fact that he keeps referencing this big three thing, I only hear it in his music, Terrence. I only hear it in his music. I don't hear no Drake song referencing nothing big three, bro. I don't hear none of it. They're only, and Kendrick songs may have some things referencing like, oh, this talk of big three. That concept came because Cole, I think personally, feels some sort of insecurities about it, bro. He feels out of the three, he's the realest out of the three of them. And he keeps bringing it up almost in an insecure way. And then the moment, because none of those other two guys are going to say, well, I'm not for number one. So now you're inciting them to be like, nah, I'm going to stand on my square. I think I'm number one. There's only one number one. I don't think I'm not the number one. Think about how boxing works. Literally, boxing works in the same exact way. You got a bunch of fighters. They all think they're number one. And guess what? We get to fight it out to determine who's number one. There's belts. There's fights. When a guy calls me out, I have to defend my belt. That's how that works. You can't be the guy who's like, I'm number one. And the guy's like, well, I'm challenging you for your belt. And all of a sudden you're like, nah, I don't even fight anymore. You know, fighting's not my thing. What? No, stop it.
Truthfully, I mean, at the end of the day,
Stop it.
At the end of the day, I still stand on the fact that
just like
hold on, I just feel like at the end of the day, if Cole were to get involved with this, bro,
he did get involved with it, bro. And his stuff is not
it was better than anything any of these niggas dropped, bro. And he didn't even have to say much. I swear to you, bro.
I think Cole saw the writing on the wall, bro. He was not.
No, bro. He did not. Bro.
Put his little song out there. Bro. There was the Steelers. Wasn't
Cole's pen, bro. Bro, Cole's pen, bro.
All of these guys' pens are crazy, bro. And I'm not gonna take nothing away from any one person's pen.
He would give Drake the work, bro.
That's why we're having a conversation. I don't know. I can't say that, bro.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I mean, and if that was something he could have done, he should have done it. My point is, don't be the guy who's telling everybody in the school on your music, yo, the big three, these guys compare me. And then all of a sudden, everybody get in the schoolyard and you don't want no smoke. You walk out. I don't fight no more. It's beneath me. Okay, that part I don't respect, bro. I don't respect that part. I respect the fact that he's saying, hey, you know what? Honestly, this is going to get very personal. And I just, you know, for me, I'm not in a place where I want to get into this type of, I want to roll around in the mud with people. My point is, if that's how you really, if you didn't really want to roll around in the mud, don't throw mud at the other two guys that you're supposedly in competition have a great amount of respect.
How did he throw mud?
He's throwing mud. I'm telling you, Terrence.
So this is throwing mud.
He decided that there was a big three.
That's throwing mud?
Threw mud. Literally, we're going to play the next song into the next phase. In the next song, this dude, literally, the way this beef started, he said, mother F the big three, Negro, it's just big me.
Is Isaiah still on here?
I think he fell off. When he said that, he said, mother F the big three, it's just big me. Why is he referencing the big three? Because Cole keeps bringing it up. Drake is not bringing nothing up about no big three, bro. If anything, he's responding to it like, come on, bro. I feel like I'm number one. All of them feel like they're number one. Rightfully so. I'm not saying Cole's wrong for feeling like he's number one, but somebody might try to chin check you. In the same way, Eminem, you know how many beefs that dude done got into?
I'm not even a fan of Eminem, to keep it above.
I may not be a fan of Eminem's rap style, but his pen game's crazy, and he's pretty popular, and he's kind of the most sold hip-hop artist. Now, there's a lot of different things that's going to go by that, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that respect his craft. The point is, anytime somebody calls him out, Eminem does not shy to say, yo, what are we talking about? He checks every one of them, bro, to say, like, bro, I'm legit. Like, I really do this. I take this serious. You know what I mean? Like, this is my career. Like, I take pride in what I do. And if you're going to call me out and I actually feel like I'm number one, I have to address you. Jay did the same thing. He felt he was the man. He had to address you. That to me that's just men shit. This is what men do. Like in the Lion King, bro, like in the jungle, when a lion comes to challenge you for your territory, bro, you gotta defend your territory. Anybody that's coming from your spot, you gotta defend it. And whoever is the strongest will be determined. And I think that's how these guys see it. Like, this is not just rap for them. This is their profession. This is their career. This is their passion. So for me, I can understand why every one of them feel like, hey, I'm number one. But my point is, this dude references this big three thing. And the reason why he references the big three thing is because there's one guy who keeps bringing it up. And then the one guy who kept bringing it up decided once everybody's out in the square, you know what? I don't want to participate in this fight. It's going to get too ugly. And it's like, bro, had you not brought it up, we probably wouldn't even be having this fight in the square like this. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. From a standpoint of something to consider, bro, that's something you got to consider, Terrence. You have to.
I don't consider it because I don't think it's relevant.
I think it is. I think it's very relevant. But moving on to that, we'll go to the big three comment with Kendrick.
States said, come to the U.S.
And they did.
Gruesome new details: the nursing student killed.
The new
So your man comes out with that. Then J. Cole comes out with his joint, bows out of the situation. Are we playing J. Cole's joint?
If you could find it, I think they took it off all platforms.
Oh, he did. He deleted it.
I was listening to it this morning. Oh, it's right here. 7-minute drill. You don't got to type it in. It's right there. In the pink.
Okay.
This man snapped. He went off. That ended the whole thing.
You felt like that was the thing. You felt like
it was over,
joint.
bro. It was over, bro. It was over, bro.
Monday.com
what was
is the
untrue
ideal
about what he said, bro? He said,
platform
bro, you drop
any
a hot verse
organization
every
that is
30
looking
months.
to make their work more
What are we
efficient.
talking about, bro?
For nearly
How
40
can you
years,
be the best
the
and you
Smart
drop a
team
hot
has
verse
been
every 30
assembling
months?
quality, award-winning
Because
cars, trucks,
press mute on that.
crossovers, and SUVs.
Monday.com is ingrained in our work life and our project
Press mute
tracking
on it.
and has become an essential operating system at Nissan.
1 second. Go ahead.
Because I just don't understand how, like, no one can tell me that Kendrick has a verse. Like, pull me some fire Kendrick verses where you just like, yo, he went off. I could go for days pulling Cole verses where he's just like, bro, body. Kendrick, it'd be like he has a good song. Huh?
I think if you ask a Kendrick fan, bro, they would have some material for you.
Bro, his verses be mid, bro. Kendrick verses be mid, but play Cole.
Yep.
I'm a Kendrick fan, just not more than Cole.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I like his cadence and his flow a lot better.
Sell to millions of
Bro,
people
he
online.
be spazzing out, bro.
I like his cadence and his flow. I'm not gonna lie to
Bro,
you.
he be
I'ma
spazzing out, bro. Bro, don't do that.
I like his cadence.
The pen.
I'm not gonna lie.
This is why I said, bro, if he did not bow out, bro, dude, over. Even Cassidy came out, not Cassidy, Jadakiss came out. Jadakiss came out, he was like, bro.
Yeah, but you know what it is, though? You know what it is for me with particularly Cole? He raps like a lot of the old school heads that I follow. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm older, bro. I'm in my 40s. So he rapped like a dude from the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm already bopping with the way he rides a beat and does that. I would prefer to roll on something like that. You know what I'm saying? That being said,
also,
I may not necessarily like the style. It doesn't take away from the craft of the other person because, bro, there's a couple Kendrick joints that I'm like, oh, what do we have here? This guy's talented, bro. I'm not going to take none away. There's a ton of Drake stuff that I'm like, oh, this dude right here, he's a problem. You know what I mean? So talent isn't the issue here. I think what's the issue here is you have three men, right, who feel like they're the best at their craft and who's not going to back down if they're challenged. One of the three men backed down when they were challenged. So in a way, you have to it's in the same way in boxing. Everybody talk. People are going to tell you to go fight it out because that's how that works. Everybody wants to see that squabble happen. That's what they're willing to pay for. And then you're going to get to a point where you just got to stand behind what you're talking about.
But listen, I'm not, like, me personally, I was ready to see Cole go to war, bro. Because I know, bro, he would have ended these niggas, bro. 7-minute drill alone, bro. Do you know why he called it 7-minute drill?
Why did he call it 7-minute drill?
Because he started doing drills where he wrote shit in 7 minutes, and whatever came out, he recorded it, bro. The man put this together in 7 minutes and said, all right, I'm dropping it. But, I mean, like, the dude is different, bro. He would have finished these things.
He said he did this in 7 minutes?
7 minutes, bro. Wrote the shit in 7 minutes and was like, all right, let me go in the booth and put it down. I mean,
okay. So let's go to push-ups. I mean, my point is, look, we'll never know how nice this dude could have been, where he would have been in the conversation, because his ass walked out the fight. We
On
can't
top.
a nigga who retired.
No, here's what I'm saying. I feel like because Cole's about to drop an album, right? He's going to reference some of this in the album. I promise you.
That's what I would even lose more respect for him if he did.
No, because
I would lose a lot of respect for him if he did, bro.
No.
Don't do that. I don't like the dudes that
I was gonna say Cassidy, not Cassidy,
and then walks out. It's like the guy who's like so and so sad, and it always goes back to the same guy, and you're like, wait, this is the guy, and then he's not in it.
Jadakiss was asked, like, yo, who's like some of your favorite guys in the game right now? Like, who's your top guys in the game? He was like, he said his son, of course. Cassidy, he was like his son. I forget his son's name, but he's nice. And then he was like, Cole's breaking my heart right now. Which means
never do that, bro.
Which means Jadakiss was basically saying, he was like that's my guy, that's my pick, bro. If I had to pick anyone,
I mean anybody.
No, but understand though. No. Understand what he was saying though. What he said, if I had to pick anyone to go to work, if I know, I don't like the fact that he did that, but I know what's in this dude. It's like
everyone sees dude's potential. He's not.
You know Dragon Ball Z. Go. Yeah. I would compare J. Cole to Dragon Ball Z. Goku never wants to fight, but everyone's like, bro, if you fight Goku, bro, if you get him mad enough, bro, it's really over for you. I don't know. Kendrick, I would say Kendrick is Vegeta. He's always angry. Sit down somewhere, bro. And then he be getting his ass handed to him, bro. Like if we really talked about it, but he gets respect because he is like that. He gets respect because he is like that. Cole, it's more like, bro, like I don't even care to do this. I do this every now and then, and when I pop out, it's understood. I'm the guy.
He said he's Vegeta.
I'm the guy, bro. Because if you understand the analogy, though, like Goku, like he was very like you could say Goku was like a pacifist. And it's like, bro, I don't want to do this, bro. Like, but if you really want to, if it comes down to it, bro,
but Goku wasn't.
You guys will lose.
Goku wasn't the guy going around saying.
Oh, no, he did. No, he would. He would.
No.
Yes, he would. You got to watch Dragon Ball Z again. Goku will poke fun.
Goku was in his lane, bro. And when people would come challenge Goku because they heard about his work in these streets, they'd come challenge him. But he wasn't going around talking about I'm the best, bro. Come on.
I would say Cole is the Goku of this whole thing, bro.
I don't know, bro.
It's not even close.
My thing is Goku was willing to prove it. Cole ain't been willing to prove a goddamn thing, bro.
But what I'm saying is this.
It's all hearsay, bro.
What I'm saying is with Goku, there was times where people would come challenge Goku and he would bet, I'm not fighting right now.
You know the thing I got to give Drake? This is
you understand what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. But
he was like, bro, Goku didn't take every fight. He was like, yeah, I'm not doing this right now. Maybe later.
This is the thing. Yeah, but you can't be the guy if you don't take the fights that you're challenged on.
Nah, bro.
Goku. Let me say this. This is the thing I gotta give Drake, and it's kind of a disappointment to me. It's a disappointment to me for the people around Drake. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't know what the hell Lil Wayne is doing. Honestly, it kind of bothers me, bro. I'm feeling away towards Lil Wayne about the situation.
What you mean?
Bro, Terrence, there's absolutely no way. You're my blood family. There's no way that if you was outside and you were my protege, I gave you, a platform to really kind of be yourself and you started to shine and you started to be the man and, girls was liking you and everything and niggas got mad because you was just the man and everybody wanted your spot. And then a bunch of niggas showed up to the house to jump you. That I'd be like, okay, Terrence, you can handle this yourself. And watch you fight 20 guys. That's foolishness, bro. That's foolishness. I can't hear you. You're muted. That's foolishness to me. I don't understand. Where's these people that supposedly his family? Like, How
So you
Little
think
Wayne
Wayne should come to his rescue or something?
absolutely, I think Wayne should let it be known, like, yo, y'all can't. This is not only my artist, but he's my little protege. He's a guy I brought up. How I'm gonna let you guys all gang up against him? Either I'm working behind closed doors to dead this shit, but if everybody's gonna publicly attack my protege, and I'm sitting here watching this, come on, bro. I can't. I don't respect that. See, to me, I call it down the line. These are all great guys for their craft, but I don't respect that at all. There's no way, Terrence, I'm going to see 20 kids come around and try to fight you, bro. And I see they circled you and they're about to jump you. And I'm going to be like, well, Terrence got it. Not that I challenge.
But truthfully, Drake is battle tested.
Yeah, Drake is battle tested, but it's the principle, bro. Like,
tested.
I've made you hundreds of millions of dollars. I've always shown respect to you. And whenever I'm in a situation, you never take up my back. That's why I got to say I respect Future in a way. Future's like, look, man, no, I'm not talking about, you may not like his style of music or his pen or whatever the case, but Future came to the party with this guy, Metro. You're like logged into on something else. Future came to the party with this guy, Metro, okay? And when Future came to the party with Metro, he's like, look, I get it. You know, I'm cool with some of you guys, but I technically came here with this dude. I'm a patch you in. He's like, yo, I technically came here with this dude. And because I came here with this dude, I'm leaving here with this dude. In a way, I have to respect it. If Drake feel away about his man that he came to the party with, Drake, I'm sorry. We're cool, but I came here with home. So Future's going to stick up for the guy he came to the party with. I get that. That makes perfect sense to me.
Right.
It don't make no sense to me how Lil Wayne, I'll even say for Rick Ross. Rick Ross is like, you know, I'm going to always protect my people. When Drake was initially beefing with Meek Mills. But when he realized it was just a 1v1, him versus Meek Mill, it was a squared up, he didn't involve himself in it. I don't respect, like, you guys are all jumping this one guy at one time. And he's like, you know what? Cool. I got bars for every one of you guys. And they're jumping him.
Truthfully,
And meanwhile, you got his man right here whose pen game is unquestionable.
Yeah, truthfully, Rick Ross is ass, in my opinion.
You could think that about Rick Ross. My point to you is,
no, he's not ass, but I just think he's corny. I didn't mean to say that.
I mean, I don't like the antics. I mean, obviously, I think I am a fan of Rick Ross music. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Rick Ross music. I take that back. He's not ass. It's just
but,
I don't like his corny antics.
You know, you may not like his antics, all the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? But to me, what I'm simply saying is, at some point, bro, you can't have your man fighting the fight. Like when Jadakiss was in a battle, bro, all of Locks was in a battle. Them niggas wasn't gonna have 20 dudes talking about Jadakiss and everybody gonna sit there and watch it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even when Beanie Siegel was in a battle, his whole clique, his whole set was in a battle. Jay, all of them was in a battle. It was like, oh, somebody's saying something about Jay, Beanie Siegel jumping in. Like, there was guys who's around these guys who's like, no, I'm not about to let you, like, jump this guy. You understand what I'm saying, T?
Yeah.
I don't understand how Drake is in a situation and he's got some legitimate dudes whose pen is tough. How Lil Wayne gonna sit around and watch this stuff happen? Like, what are you just watching it happen for, bro? I get it, you got relationships with some of these other guys, but either you're gonna leverage your relationships and say, look, that's my man, bro. If you respect me, don't come at my man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you come at him and I have to pick a side, I'm not gonna pick your side. I'm gonna have to side with my man. To me, the fact that Drake right now is having to fight this battle by himself, bro, I think is a travesty. I think it's an absolute embarrassment, bro. It's an embarrassment to all Cash Money, all them niggas.
I don't think it's that too. I don't think too big about it. Truthfully.
No, I personally, now I'm not. That's not to say Drake is not doing stuff to antagonize people. I'm sure he is. He might be a whole asshole out here. I'm sure he is.
Nah, Drake's mad petty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, though, like this dude has made you guys hundreds of millions of dollars. He's literally being attacked. They're calling the nigga a pedophile right now, bro.
Yeah, that's. I thought that was.
Come on, dude. That's gonna mess everybody's bag up. No, I thought that was hella corny, but now you're watching these people celebrate a guy that you done brought up, you use and you help, and you say nothing. Come on, bro. I don't respect. See, for me, if I was Drake and these are the people that I was making money for, I'd feel away. I'd be like, you know, when 20 niggas are attacking me, I don't see too many people come to my aid and say, nah, these dudes, man, they're funny, man. I'm not with that. If y'all want to fight Drake on some like one-on-one, get in line. He'll, you know what I'm saying? I'll let y'all shoot a fair one. You can shoot a fade one-on-one, but I can't have 20 dudes. One guy's making a song one day, the next guy, they're making 3 guys on a song attacking them, then the next guy is attacking them. Drake is fighting fronts on everything. And to be real with you, if we really had to look at it, he's literally handling all these dudes in one song.
Yeah.
You got like, there's something about that you got to say, okay, bro. Even if you thought he was corny, the nigga's like, bro, the fact that he's like, listen, I'll take you all on. I've seen that happen in real life, bro. I've seen niggas who's like, oh, y'all trying to jump me. Okay, cool. And like, forget it, I'm fighting everybody. But to me, I feel like that's whack because I got a bunch of niggas that whenever they need me, I'm there for them. And then like, nobody got nothing to say when it comes to that. And the other dudes are saying, pick a side. And the people who's on his side, these are some lyricists. I'm talking to Nicki Minaj's. That's his. Like, I don't know how she feel about him, but this dude, he's helped everybody. You got the Lil Wayne's. You got these people who's supposed to be his man, and they say nothing. While this dude is literally fighting in the square where the whole world is watching, these dudes have nothing to say. One thing I could say what you want to say. When 50 Cent was in that squabble and everybody felt the way about 50 Cent, Eminem was like, okay.
Why you keep saying 50 cents though? That's throwing me off, bro.
No, I like the reason why I say 50 Cent is that's a dude that was kind of like
No, it's because you keep throwing an S on the back.
No, my bad, 50 Cent. That's a dude that was you know what I'm saying? Like when he had his little thing and you know, Murder Inc. and then Fat Joe and all these guys was teaming up against him.
Right.
Bro, Eminem was there. He took on Eminem came at Ja Rule.
Yeah, but it's not like M needed it though, truthfully, because
M didn't need it. But you gotta understand. You gotta understand the bigger principle of what I'm saying.
It's on principle, though. I get it.
It's on principle. Like this is I'm endorsing this guy. So if you embarrass him and make him look bad, you making me look bad because I put my stamp on him. Like I don't personally care. At the end of the day, bro, if I'm not about to, I don't care how many of these girls you smash. I'm not gonna walk and watch 20 dudes try to jump you because you've been messing with their girls. And I'm your family member, bro. I'm your blood family member, and I'm watching them jump you. Yeah, Terrence got it. He can fight. Yeah, he can fight. Or one-on-one. I'm not about to have 20 people jump him. We're not doing that.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So and Lil Wayne got that type of influence where he could be like, nah, because Drake, Lil Wayne and Rick Ross have a relationship, and I think a serious one. Where at one point Rick Ross was trying to take up for Lil Wayne when he was having problems with Baby.
Yeah, he was.
So if you respect him like that you would inject yourself, Lil Wayne should be willing to put in a car like Rick, bro. Come on. I get it. You and the dude is not feeling it, but out of respect for me, because you stood up for me before. Don't come at my man. If he's got a situation with Kendrick, let them handle it. And we could solve the issue on the back end. But what I look like, bro, I'm watching you jump on my little man like this. while he's in the middle of a squabble with like 4 other niggas. What is that? Come on, bro. I this is what I'm saying. Maybe I'm a little kind of old school and I just see it like kind of crazy. I see it a little different.
I mean, I understand that. I think Drake can handle it, truthfully.
Snoop is cool with everybody, but Snoop is not endorsing Drake.
He's not endorsing Kendrick either.
Snoop is kind of, he's not endorsing, Snoop is kind of on a way like, yo, I'm from the West Coast, bro. Like, I mean, I've gave this guy the mantle at this place, so you kind of know where my allegiance is gonna be. Like, there's certain things you kind of know, bro. Like, you just know this is what this is. I don't care what the beef is. I can never see Tony Yayo saying, yo, 50 Cent, he's not on his side for any type of squabble. I can never see Memphis Bleak, no matter what Jay-Z gets himself into, not willing to step out on something. Like, yo, what are we talking about? And I'm not talking about these guys getting at each other physically and anything like that. I'm just saying, like, on principle, bro, this guy has made you guys hundreds of millions of dollars. And you're watching him get publicly jumped. People are making all sorts of allegations about him, and nobody says nothing. And at no point do we say, nah, like we're crossing lines here. And I'll get involved in this too. We just like, it's like fun to watch everybody pick on this one guy. That part of it, that's why, in terms of antics, it's debatable as to who's done the most antics, who said the most lethal stuff, the most disrespectful stuff. Some people would say Kendrick might have it because of some of the disrespectful things he said, some of the ways that he approached his things and said certain things. You know what I mean? But to me, if it's a beef between them two, let it be between them two. But you can't, as Lil Wayne, bro, you can't sit there and watch somebody disrespect your man who's made you money, you know what I mean, who you dealing with, who you brought up, who you literally created a path for, and you don't say nothing. I don't know. Maybe those guys have a better relationship. No one is saying Drake can't handle himself. I'm just saying on principle, it looked crazy. It looked hella crazy. So we're going to jump into push-ups.
Fully loaded, nigga. I could drop 2 classics right now.
All right. So going into push-ups.
Hey, I could never be nobody #1 fan. Your first #1, I had to put it in your hand. You pussies can't get booked outside America for nan. I'm out in Tokyo because I'm big in Japan. I'm the hit maker y'all depend on. Backstage in my city, it was friend zone. You won't never take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 man zone? This the part with the bite, nigga, what's up? I know my picture on the wall when y'all cook up. Extortion, baby, whole career, you been shook up. Cause top told you drop and give me 50 likes a push-ups. Hood, your last one brick, you really not on shit. They make excuses for you cause they hate to see me lit. Pull your contract cause we gotta see the split. The way you doing splits, bitch, your pants might rip. You better do that motherfucking show inside the biddy. Maroon 5 need a verse, you better make it witty. Then we need a verse for the Swifties. Top say drop, you better drop and give them 50. Pip squeak, pipe down, you ain't in no big 3. SZA got you wiped down, Travis got you wiped down, Savage got you wiped down. Like the label, boy, you in the scope right now. And you gon' feel the aftermath of what I write down. I'm at the top of the mountain, so you tight now. Just to have this talk with your ass, I had to hike down. Big difference between Mike then and Mike now. What the fuck is this, a 20v1, nigga? What's a prince to a king? He a son, nigga. Get more love in the city that you from, nigga. Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga. Yeah, I'm the sixth guy, I'm the front runner. Y'all nigga manager was Charles' little blunt runner. Clean a six and you boys ain't even come from it. And when you boys got rich, you had to run from it. Cash blowing, able bread out here tricking. Shit we do for bitches, he doing for niggas. Jets, whips, chains, wicked, wicked, wicked. Spinning like you tryna fuck, boy, you tripping, boy, you tripping. Drizzy Chippendale, probably got your bitch Chanel. I just got undone, boy, don't make me at the Chippendale. Rolling loud stage, I would turn, that was slick as hell. Shit'll probably change if it BM started kissing tell. Hugs and kisses, man, don't tell me about no switches. I'll be rocking every fucking chain I own next visit, ayy. I'll be with some bodyguards like Whitney. Top say, drop your little midget ass, better fuck it, ayy. Better drop and give me 50, ayy. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50, ay. Niggas really got me out here talking like I'm 50. Niggas really got me out here rapping what I'm living. I might take your latest girl and cuff her like I'm Ricky. Can't believe he jumping in, this nigga turning 50. Every song that made it on a chart, he got from Drizzy. Spend that little check, you gotta stay up out my business. Nigga, shout out to the hooper that be busting out the gritty. We know why you mad, nigga, I ain't even tripping. All that little heartbroken Twitter shit for bitches. This for all the top dogs, drop and give me 50, drop. In that fucking song, y'all got to not start the beef with us. This shit been brewing in a pot, now I'm heating up. I don't care what Cole think, that dot shit was weak as fuck. Champagne tripping, he is not fucking easing up. Nigga calling top to see if top want a piece it up. Top want a piece it up, top want a piece it up. Nah, pussy, now you on your own when you speaking up. You don't roll deep to this, you not fucking deep enough. Begging cops or not, boy, you not fucking beating us. Numbers wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking creeping up. Money wise, I'm out of here, you not fucking sneaking up. Cornball, your show money, merch money, feed us. I'ma let you niggas work it out because I seen enough. This ain't even everything I know, don't wake the demon up. This ain't even everything I know, don't wake the demon up. Drop and give me 50, all you fuck niggas teaming up. What the fuck you smoking on, Kendrick? Yeah, drop a 50 bag for the mob in a spot. Drop a 50 bag, 29 for the car. I was really trying to keep it PG.
Now we can settle this like you got some class, so we can get into some gangster shit.
Hey Chris, I don't want no issues, bro. I don't want no smoke. I don't want fights.
Terrence. All right. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
He said that song that y'all got did not start the beef with us.
Of course. There was more issues that
has nothing to do with this. That shit that you said about Cole, that shit that you said about me, that is not where this shit started. Don't think that. This shit goes back. So that's why I said to you that everything you were saying about that Cole Big Three thing is irrelevant.
But think about the logic of what I'm saying to you, Terrence. The whole notion of there being one of the three men talking about this is Big Three.
No, but
in itself is inflammatory.
Drake literally just said though.
You know why he referenced the Big Three? Because Cole has already put it into everybody's psyche.
I understand, Emmanuel, but
what gotta go back to that.
No, Drake didn't just say he said he just said you aren't in the Big Three. He did just say that, but in a separate bar, he was like, "Yo, like that song that you just dropped with Future in them, nothing that was said in that song is what's spiking this, bro. This has been brewing for a long time. It just so happens that was the needle on the was it the straw on the camel's back? You know what I'm saying? Like it is but that's not what this is, bro. Don't get it twisted.
No, I know. I mean, I'm not arguing with you that the stuff was growing from before. That's not what I'm not debating that. I'm simply saying in the grand scheme of things, we're not having this little schoolyard squabble if your man didn't keep bringing that to the forefront of everybody's mind. Because both of these dudes was running their own lanes for 10 years.
Come on, bro. You just missed what he just said. He just said this squabble has nothing to do with anything that was said in that song.
Okay, let's go to Taylor Made. Taylor Made was the next song that was dropped in sequence. So let's pull that up and let's see what's up. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go straight to TaylorMade and get that pulled up.
You like when they put the cashews in the food, bro, in the sauce?
I don't love the cashews in there. That's a little too much.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why Haitians do that. Like, our food be smack, but like some of the stuff that they do is
They
questionable.
throw some stuff in there, and you're like, nah, I'll take it without it. But where'd you get that? Your mom cooked it?
Yeah, my mom made this.
Wayfair's biggest sale of the year is here. Score up to 80% off. Yes. And free shipping on everything. Shop Wayday now through May 6th. Wayfair.
Here we go. All right. It's TaylorMade, which
Illuminati. Does rise again.
Oh, I thought they took this off the internet.
You can see it in my eyes again.
yeah,
Of history, if you deal with this viciously, you seem a little nervous about all the publicity. For this Canadian light skin doc, we need to know the baby West Coast victory, man. Call him a bitch for me. Talk about him liking young girls, that's a gift for me. Heard it on the Button podcast, it's gotta be true. They told me the spirit of Machiavelli is alive, and the nigga under 5'5", so it's gotta be you. I would beat the whole fucking game. It was me and Snoop Dogg, had my fucking shirt off in the House of Blues. Okay, you gotta fuck this nigga, girl, he gotta get abused. All that shit about burning tattoos, he's not amused. That's jail talk for real thugs, you gotta be you. Gotta leave this motherfucker broken and bruised before we really lose. You asked for the smoke, now I seen you too busy for the smoke. I won't lie, the people confused. Now you about to get this shit another week and fall back so homegirl could run the numbers up. I would've refused for these industry relationships. She not in your shoes. You supposed to be the boogeyman, go do what you do. Unless it's a moment that you tell us it's not really you. In that case, there's nothing left to say. I just pass it to Snoop.
That's you. What the fuck you really got to do? We passed you the torch at the House of Blues, and now you gotta do some dirty work. You know how to move, right? Right? I know you never been to jail, orange jumpsuits and shower shoes. Never shot nobody, never stabbed nobody, never did nothing violent to no one. It's the homies that empower you. But still, you gotta show this fucking aisle who's boss on the west. Now's the time to really make a power move. Cause right now it's looking like you writing out the game plan on how to lose. How to bark up the wrong tree and then get your head popped in a crowded room. World is watching this chess game, but are you out of moves? That you know the DOG never fucking doubted you. But right now it seems like you posted up without a clue of what the fuck you about to do.
Yeah, that's the truth. I'm definitely about to come around the land gang and let my fucking bowel move. Shitting on you niggas from a whole different altitude. High up in the sky like I'm Howard Hughes. The first one really only took me an hour or two. The next one is really about to bring out the coward in you. But now we gotta wait a fucking week, cause Taylor Swift is your new top. And if you about to drop, she gotta approve. This girl really about to make you act like you not in a feud. She tailor-made your schedule with Ant, you out of the loop. Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood. I love it when you niggas talk loose like I'm not in the room. Since like that, your tone changed a little, you not as enthused. How are you not in the booth? It feel like you kinda removed. You trying to let this shit die down. Nah, not this time, nigga, you following through. I guess you need another week to figure out how to improve. What the fuck is taking so long? We waiting on you. The rest of y'all are definitely involved, y'all getting it too. Soon as you get the courage to drop, I'm out on the loose. On the loose. Yeah, shout out to Taylor Swift. Biggest gangster in the music game right now. You know, I moved my album when she dropped. I said that already. You know, she got the gonna do a Millie Rock on your head top. She got the whole PG Lang on mute like that Beyonce challenge. Y'all boys quiet for the weekend. Like, I know you in that NY apartment. You struggling right now. I know it. In a notepad doing lyrical gymnastics, my boy. You better have a motherfucking quintuple entendre on that shit. Some shit I don't even understand. Like, shit better be crazy. We waiting on you. Yeah.
So that was crazy.
That was fire.
That was crazy. And apparently what gets revealed is that your man ended up calling the Tupac estate to take it down. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt like it was a disrespect. And then your man comes back with Euphoria. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I liked it.
I didn't.
I thought it was disrespectful as heck. I thought it was hella disrespectful. But let's play it and let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we could pick it apart.
Building your online business?
These commercials be killing me. Did you hear the whole thing? Did you hear all of Euphoria?
Yeah, I think so.
Superpowers getting neutralized. I can only watch in silence. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. You're moving just like a degenerate. Every antic is feeling distasteful. I calculate you, not as calculated. I can even predict your angles. Fabricate stories on the family front, cause you heard Mr. Morale. A pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tails on you now. You're not a rap artist, you're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been your collection. I make music that electrify 'em. You make music that pacify 'em. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness. Know you're a master manipulator and habitual liar too. But don't tell no lie about me, and I won't tell truths about you.
Shoo! 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 Shoo!
Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, I'm out the way, yeah, I'm low, okay. Yeah, the island right here is remote, okay. I ain't thinking about no reaper. Nigga, I'm reaping what I sow, okay. Got a Benjamin and a Jackson all in my house, like I'm Joe, okay. Hellcat, met his homeboys in them types LA solo, okay. Everybody wanna be demon till they get chipped by your throwaway. And I might do a show a day. Once a lame, always a lame. Oh, you thought the money, the power of fame will make you go away. Have you ever played? Have you ever? Okay, nigga, let's play. Have you ever watch your enemy down like with a poker face? Have you ever paid $500,000 like to an open case? Well, I have, and I failed at both, but I came out straight. I hate when I rap or talk about guns, then somebody died, they turn into nuns, then I hop online like pray for my city. He faking for likes and digital hugs. His daddy a killer, he wanna be junior. They must have forgot the shit that they done. Dementia must run in his family, but let it get shaky. I park your son. The very first time I shot me and Drake, the homie had told me to aim it this way. I didn't point down enough. Today I show you I learned from those mistakes. Somebody had told me that you got a ring. On God, I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn in his grave. Cut the business, you got shit twisted. What is it, the brakes? I hurt your feelings, you don't work with me no more. Okay. There's 3 ghosts left, and I see 2 of them kissing and hugging on stage. I love them to death, and in 8 bars I'll explain that phrase. It's nothing nobody can tell me. I don't want to talk on no celly. You know I got language barriers. It's no accent you can sell me. You're cold and ivory, know I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. I don't like you popping shit at Pharrell for him. I inherit the beef. Yeah, fuck all that pushing P. Let me see you push a T. You better off spinning again on him. You think about pushing me. He's Terrence Thornton, I'm Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'm whooping feet. We ain't gotta get personal, this a friendly fade. You should keep it that way. I know some shit about niggas that make gonna wanna look like a saint. This ain't been about critics, not about gimmicks, not about who the greatest. It's always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he act tough. You gon' make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really clash something. Yeah, my first one like my last one. It's a classic, you don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you get your abs from. V12, it's a fast one. Bow, bow, bow. Last one. Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Remember? Hey, Top Dog, who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion my middle name as soon as you jump off of that plane, bitch. I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous. Yachty can't give you no swag neither. I don't give a fuck about who you hanging with. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Surprised you wanted that feature request. You know that we got some shit to address. I even hate when you say the word nigga. But that's just me, I guess. Some shit just cringeworthy. Ain't even gotta be deep, I guess. Still love when you see success. Everything with me is blessed. Keep making me dance, waving my hand, and it won't be no threat. I'm knowing they call you the boy, but where's a man? Cause I ain't seen him yet. Matter of fact, I ain't even bleed him yet. Can I bleed him? When I see you stand by sexy red, I believe you see two bad bitches. I believe you don't like women. It's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Let's speak on percentage. Show me your splits. I'll make sure I double back with you. You assigned to a nigga that signed to a nigga that said he was signed to that nigga. Try cease and desist on a like that record. Oh, what? You ain't like that record? Back to back. I like that record. I'ma get back to that for the record. Why would I call around trying to get dirt on niggas? Y'all thinking my life is rap? That's whole shit. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Waking them up, know nothing about that. Then tell them to pray, know nothing about that. And giving them tools to walk through life like day by day, know nothing about that. Teaching them morals, integrity, discipline. Listen, man, you don't know nothing about that. Speaking the truth and consider what God's considering, you don't know nothing about that. Ain't 20v1, it's 1v20 if I gotta smack niggas that right with you. Yeah, bring them out too, I clean them out too. Tell Bean that he better stay right with you. Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Austin. Funny, he was in a film called AI. And my 6'6" telling me to off him. I'm a blick niggas all in the coffin. Yeah, OB-ho niggas is dick riders. Tell them run to America to imitate heritage. They can't imitate this violence. What I learned is niggas don't like the West Coast, and I'm fine with it. I'll push the line with it. Pick a nigga off one at a time with it. We can be on a 3-hour time difference. Don't speak on the family, Crody. You can get deep in the family, Crody. Talk about me and my family, Crody. Someone go bleed in your family, Crody. I be at New Hall King getting fried rice with a dip sauce and a blammy, Crody. Tell me your cheesing farm. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Hey, fuck y'all niggas. I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and thump y'all niggas like, field goal punt y'all niggas, they punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with them, fuck you niggas and fuck the industry too. If you take it there, I'm taking it further. There's something you don't wanna do. Ooh. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. We don't wanna hear you say nigga no more. Stop.
I thought this shit was hard, Terrence. What'd you think about this?
I
That was
like
my
it.
favorite Kendrick joint. Huh?
I don't like it at all.
Okay, why you don't like it?
I mean, he had a couple solid jabs in there, but I just don't like the record. I really don't like the way he be rapping sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. That's what
Actually,
I don't like
Terrence,
the way he raps sometimes.
no, I'm with you. I'm with you because he's very theatrical. He's an artist, right? Like that's the thing. He's theatrical and he's got a style, and it's not a style that I'm familiar with. That I
it's not even being familiar with. It's just like, bro, rap, bro. Stop whining. Yeah, like, bro, rap, bro.
Okay.
The fuck, this shit is just corny.
Bro, you're a huge J. Cole fan, so we should preface it by saying that. Here's the thing. What I got to give him is that he's a very versatile.
I'm a huge Kendrick fan too, bro. I just don't like his corny antics sometimes. I don't
What
like
I'm
it,
gonna say is he's a versatile artist, bro. He can mix up his styles. You know, not all styles am I in love with. Like when he that last portion of the rap, when he was like, what I'm learning is y'all don't like West Coast rappers, and I'm cool with it. Come in, cool with it. The way he ripped that and that beat, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of how he ripped that beat, bro. Real talk. But you know what I'm saying? I can't say that I like all his, all the different ways that he may approach a song. Like the newest song he got, it's a very West Coast song, and it's catchy and it appeals to the West Coast people. And to me, I'm like, I hear it, the beat's good, and it's his style, but it's not my preference.
I mean, personally, I like that better than this shit.
Oh yeah, okay. So that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm saying. There's different preference about certain styles that he uses in certain songs, but it varies. So let's go to what was Drake's response to this?
I don't know. No. After that, Kendrick just dropped like 3 straight. That's why everybody was going crazy. I think after this he dropped.
616 was the next one.
Yeah, and then after that it's Family Matters. Or no, was Meet the Grams after this one.
Yeah, so 616. Let's go to 616.
No, I think Meet the Grams was after this, and then 616.
No. Meet the Grams didn't come yet.
Maybe, I don't know.
No, it was 616 because then he dropped 2, and then and then your boy responded.
No, Kendrick dropped 3 straight. Bro.
Before Drake said something?
Yeah, before Drake even said something, he dropped 3 straight. And like one night, within like 24 hours, he dropped 3 straight.
Yo, 616 in LA. Yeah, so 616 in LA. Okay, so here we go. That was the next one. That one I thought was hard too. I'm not gonna lie. If it's the one with the beat switch, I think this one was hard. Hold on, let's go 616. I'm not gonna take nothing away from these dudes' talent. They're all talented. But then I'm gonna get to the
last one.
Bro, he's what I'm gonna say, style-wise, he's got different styles. That dude's hella versatile with his, schematics, how he approaches his flow. But here's the thing. From here, we get to see some truths. We get to see some truths. Hold on here. That was a 616 in LA. And then your man, Drake,
No.
released.
No. Right after this was he dropped 3 straight, bro.
Spice Putty.
No, you missed what Drake released, bro. You missed it. You didn't touch it. Because Drake, after this, that was 3 straight. Oh yeah, he did drop.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up.
So after the Euphoria, Drake dropped his joint, which was what did Drake drop after this? I think Drake dropped Family Matters. Then immediately after Drake dropped Family Matters, he drops this. And then after he dropped this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
That's how it happened. Yeah, so Drake dropped Family Matters.
Come on.
And Drake was kind of disrespectful for this. Because he had visuals in it that kind of showed all this subliminal stuff. And I think we can see, I think the lyrics are on this one. But let's go ahead and see it.
No, Family Matters dropped after Meet the Grams.
No, it didn't, bro.
You sure?
He dropped it like the
Maybe in this
8
song,
minutes after.
you shouldn't start by saying, nigga.
Bro, Drake is a savage, bro. What do you think about that one?
I mean, I like it. I just wish niggas would rap.
Oh, you didn't like it? You didn't like you didn't like the presentation? So there was a lot of subliminal meanings and all the stuff that they doing over there. There's a lot of that subliminal stuff happening. So
I wish niggas would get back to rapping for real.
What about that did you feel like was not rapping?
I just feel like it's too singing.
It's too personal?
That's not really, singing. Like, granted, that's not really what it's about.
I kind of liked it, but I feel like this song right here, had Kendrick not immediately released something, would have been like played in every club. It would have gone crazy. I think it could still go crazy if somebody wants to push it. I think that song is like a banger. But then your man came back with Meet the Grams. And that one did what it did. Now, what you're gonna find interesting is Drake's explanation of this. Meet the Grams, I feel like is very
Your skin
disrespectful.
isn't the
It got
same as
very
everyone
personal.
else's. That's why agency design.
I feel like it got very personal at that point. It stopped becoming about rap. I felt like when a dude's in, talking to your family like that directly, it's not about rap anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because we've crossed the line.
Yeah, I think Kendrick crossed the line.
Dear Adonis, I'm sorry that man is your father. Let me be honest. It takes a man to be a man. Your dad is not responsive. I look at him and wish your grandpa would have wore a condom. I'm sorry that you gotta grow up and then stand behind him. Life is hard, I know. The challenges always go beat us home. Sometimes our parents make mistakes that affect us until we grown. Hey, you're a good kid that need good leadership. Let me be your mentor, since your daddy don't teach you shit. Never let a man piss on your leg, son. Either you die right there or pop that man in the head, son. Never fall in the escort business, that's bad religion. Please remember, you could be a bitch even if you got bitches. Never code switch, whether right or wrong. You're a black man, even if it don't benefit your goals. Do some push-ups, get some discipline. Don't cut them corners like your daddy did. Fuck what Ozempic did. Don't pay to play with them Brazilians. Get a gym membership. Understand, no throwing rocks and hiding hands, that's law. Don't be ashamed about who you with, that's how he treat your moms. Don't have a kid to hide again, be sure. 5% we comprehend, but 95 is lost. Be proud of who you are. Your strength come from within. A lot of superstars, that's real, but your daddy ain't one of them. And you nothing like him. You'll carry yourself as king. Can't understand me right now, just play this when you're 18. Dear Sandra, your son got some habits, I hope you don't undermine them. Especially with other girls that's hurt inside this climate. You're a woman, so you know how it feels to be in alignment with emotions, hoping a man can see you and not be blinded. Dear Dennis, you gave birth to a master manipulator. Even using you to prove who he is a huge favor. I think you should ask for more paper, and more paper, and more paper. I'm blaming you for all his gambling addictions, psychopath intuition, the man that liked to play victim. You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of an info fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being the beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on Hovio that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. I've been in this industry 12 years. I'ma tell y'all one little secret. It's some weird shit going on, and some of these artists be here to police it. They be streaming hunting victims all inside of their home and calling them tender. Then leak videos of themselves to further push their agendas. To any woman that be playing this music, know that you're playing your sister, or better yet, selling your niece. To the weirdos, not the good ones. Cat Williams that gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too. It's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you're standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. Dear baby girl, I'm sorry that your father not active inside your world. He don't commit to much, but it's music, yeah, that's for sure. He a narcissist, misogynist, living inside his songs. Try to destroy families rather than taking care of his own. Should be teaching you timetables or watching Frozen with you. Or at your 11th birthday, singing poems with you. Instead, he being Turks, paying for sex and popping perks, examples that you don't deserve. I want to tell you that you're loved, you're brave, you're kind. You got a gift to change the world and can change your father's mind. Cause our children is the future, but he lives inside confusion. Money's always been illusion, but that's the life he's used to. His father probably didn't claim him neither. History do repeats itself, sometimes it don't need a reason. But I would like to say it's not your fault that he's hiding another child. child. Give him grace. This the reason I made Mr. Morale. So our babies like you can cope later. Give you some confidence to go through something. It's hope later. I never want to hear you chasing men cause it's failed behavior. Sitting in the club with sugar daddies for validation. You need to know that love is eternity and trumps all pain. I tell you who your father is, just play this song when it rains. Yes, he's a hit maker, songwriter, superstar, right? And a fucking dead beat that should never say more life. Meet the Grams. Dear Hobby, I know you probably thinking I wanted to crash your party, but truthfully I don't have a hating bone in my body. It's supposed to be a good exhibition within the game, but you fucked up the moment you called out my family's name. Why you had to stoop so low to discredit some decent people? Guess integrity is lost when the metaphors doesn't reach you. And I like to understand cause your house was never a home. 37 but you showing up as a 7-year-old. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems. Bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca. Strip the ego from the bottom. I try to empathize with you, cause I know that you ain't been through nothing. Crave entitlement, but wanna be like so bad that it's puzzling. No dominance, let's recap moments when you didn't fit in. No secret handshakes with your friend, no culture cachet to binge. Just disrespecting your mother, identities on the fence. Don't know which family would love you. The skin that you living in is compromised and personas can't channel your masculine. Even when standing next to a woman, you a body shamer. You go hide them baby mamas, ain't you? You embarrassed of them, that's not right, that ain't how mama raised us. Take that mask off, I wanna see what's under them achievements. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. Cause you lied about religious views, you lied about your surgery, you lied about your accent and your past tense, all is perjury. You lied about your ghost riders, you lied about your crew members, they all pussy. You lied on them, I know they all got you in them. You lied about your son, you lied about your daughter, You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle, this a long life battle with yourself.
What's your thoughts on that? I thought that track was hella disrespectful.
That was truthfully, that was my favorite one out of anything he's released because it was gritty. Granted, he crossed some lines that shouldn't have been crossed, but he was rapping for real.
He was rapping for real, yes, and he crossed the line. And to me, this goes to a bigger narrative, right? Like, this is how these dudes end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because it stops being about music. You talking about people's families. You know what I'm saying? People feel threatened. Like you showing people's houses, addresses online. It gets real like sketchy. And I just don't know how you can disrespect someone in front of the whole world and then expect that when you cross paths with them again, everything's gonna be cool. So that was that. And then Drake responded. No, after he did this, he dropped his other Drake this. What was it called?
I don't know if he dropped another one after that.
He did, bro. He dropped another one. BBL Jersey. No, not that one. He dropped another one, bro, and then Drake dropped his joint. Art Part 6 one, but he dropped another one. Let me go Kendrick Lamar. He dropped a West Coast song that everybody, Not Like Us. That's the one. He dropped Not Like Us. There it is. Not Like Us. There it is. So then your man comes. Now, in one of the things that he revealed, you'll start to see the chess move that Drake pulled in Drake's latest song.
I see dead people. Mustard on the beat, ho, Debo, any rap nigga, he a freak throw, man down, call her Amber Lambs, tell him breathe, bro, nail a nigga to the cross, he walk around like Tizo. What's up with these jabroni ass niggas trying to see Compton? They in the street and hate me, fuck them all and they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton. Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas. Certified boogeyman, I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe on him. Pole on him, extort shit, bully the flow on him. Say Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs. And party at the party playing with his nose now. And Baca got a weird case, why is he around? Certified lover boys, certified pedophiles. Wop, 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 wop. That fuck him up. Wop, 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 wop. I'ma do my stuff. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord and it's probably A minor. They not like us. 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 You think the Bay gon' let you disrespect Pop, nigga? I think that Oakland show gon' be your last stop, nigga. They cold foul. I don't know why you still pretending. What is the owl? Bird niggas and bird bitches. Go. The audience not dumb. Shape the stories how you want. Hey Drake, they're not slow. Rabbit hole is still deep. I can go further, I promise. Ain't there something B-Rest that's for bitching? You Malibu most wanted. Ain't no love boy, you ball boy. Fish Gatorade or something. Since 2009, I had this bitch jumping. You niggas will get a wedgie. Be flipped over your boxes. Or over your foe. The other vaginal option. Pussy. Nigga better straighten they posture. Got favors all up in contact. Might write this with a doctor. Tell a pop star quit hiding. Fuck a caption, won't action. No accident. I'm hands on. He fuck around, get polished. Fuck no rain grow like he was in jail. That's conniving. Then get his face tatted like a bitch apologizing. I'm glad D-Rose came home. Y'all didn't deserve him neither. From Alondra down to Central. Nigga better not speak on Serena. And your homeboy needs subpoena. That predator moving flocks. That name gotta be registered and placed on neighborhood watch. I lean on you niggas like another line of walk. Yeah, it's all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot. Ay, put the roll label on me. I'ma get them dropped. Ay, sweet chin music and I won't pass the ox. Ay, how many stocks do I really have in stock? Ay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 5. Ay, devil is a lie. Here's 69 God. Ay, freaky ass niggas need to stay their ass inside. Ay, roll their ass up like a fresh pack of Zod. Ay, city is back up. It's a must. We outside. Ay. They not like us. 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 Once upon a time, all of us was in chains. Homie still double down, calling us some slaves. Atlanta was the mecca, building railroads and trains. Bear with me for a second, let me put y'all on game. The settlers was using town folk to make them richer. Fast forward 2024, you got the same agenda. You run to Atlanta when you need a check balance. Let me break it down for you, this the real nigga challenge. You caught Future when you didn't see the club. Like, what? Little baby help you get your lingo up. What? 21 get your false street cred. Thug make you feel like you a slime in your head. Like, what? Quavo said you can be from Northside. What? 2 Chainz say you good, but he lied. You run to Atlanta when you need a few dollars. No, you not a colleague, you a fucking colonizer. The family matter and the truth of the matter. Here was God's plan to show y'all the liar. He a fan, he a fan, he a fan. He a fan, he a fan, he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Freaky ass nigga, he a 69 God. Hey, 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 run for your life. Hey, 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 run for your life. Let me hear you say OV ho. OV ho. Say OV ho. OV ho. Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend? Are we locked in? Then step this way, step that way. Then step this way, step that way.
What'd you think about that one, Terrence? He kind of ate him up on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
That one was cool, but then Drake bounced back, and I think that's what Drake won.
Drake bounced back, and we're gonna play that one. But bro, to be totally honest with you, that song's a hit. And that song will be in circulation. It will be played a lot this summer.
Absolutely.
And I don't know if Drake has something that's going to play more in circulation than this song.
Drake always has a song for the summer, bro.
I mean, he does, but it's not going to be on this level. And imagine the hit song that he's going to play is going to be the one that implies that Drake is a sexual predator. Now, here's where I believe Drake totally suns him. With the revelation of this song right here.
Like, bro, I tricked you. Like, it wasn't even, come on, son.
You know
what I mean? Like, I'm the
and
one I was the mole that you were talking about. I fed you the information, you dummy.
Bro, that's the part of this where from one person's playing chess and the other person's playing checkers, you got to give it to Drake. If two of this dude's songs was him playing high roll, to me, he was always sunning him. He was always saying, yo, you the little nigga in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like, my words are going over your head, like literally and figuratively. Like, not only that, but you're this like world-renowned rapper and you're easily manipulated. You said I'm a master manipulator and you fell victim to my manipulation. So I'm sunning you. I'm always showing you that you will always be a step behind me. And now it's gotten to a point where you're now showcasing your trauma from being pedophiled by someone who was a pedophile in your own family. So I can't even continue having this discussion with you because you're like a sex person. You're like a victim. Damn.
Yeah.
And then say, I'm no longer going to talk to you about this. Whoa. That to me is like, it's a major crazy flex that's gone way beyond the point of music. Because Drake is making a show of him. What he's trying to say is, this is the guy you got been given a Grammy to. Like, he's easily manipulated. Like, I can feed him information. Like, it's a way he suns him. Now, in terms of whether or not everybody catches it, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I don't really trust the artist that gets mad Grammys because it's like, all right, well, why you get? I know you get them Grammys because the mainstream media and the machine likes you. I don't care for the machine, bro. The Grammy, like, how does Cole has one Grammy? That makes no sense to me, bro.
I mean, a lot of people complain about Grammys, yo. A lot of people say Eminem, he doesn't have any Grammys, and that guy's the #1 selling rap artist of all time.
It's stupid, bro.
So it's like, come on, dude. So but I think you have to be the type of person that they can put the battery in your back, push that.
Kendrick Lamar just be going for the Bati business.
I don't know. He fits the narrative of today. Whether he's a plant, I don't know. Like, that's to be debated. But to me, the revelation of this from Drake,
all right. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga. I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with. It's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive. But you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore. This really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment. The shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents. But you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioned an A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dog, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't want to fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one to try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Terms. Is that not the biggest mic drop moment? Talk to me, bro. Is that not the biggest mic drop moment right there? I can't hate. Hold on, let me talk to me.
Yeah, it's over. In my opinion, unless Kendrick come back with something else, then we could say pending. But with that, Drake won because it was like, bro, like everything you just said was. I mean, it was cool. It was cute.
Drake's whole angle was, I'm trying to son you. Like, you, what's a prince to a king? It's his son. I've been sonning you the whole time. I sunned you and I brought you on my stage and gave you my notoriety. I never really responded to you because you was never on my level to respond to. And everybody's giving you all these accolades. He starts the conversation off by saying, "Aren't you a Pulitzer Prize winner?"
You know what I mean?
But you don't fact check your own stuff, bro. Like, you're easily manipulated. You've acknowledged that I'm a master manipulator, and you fell victim to my own manipulation. So in the whole presence of the whole world, I'm making you look dumb. I can feed you misinformation.
Yeah,
And
and
pretty much
the other
play.
part again with the like, he's like, well, even when he wasn't even rapping, he's just talking, and he's like, I'm glad I could get you out here. You know what I mean? To give your fans something. Like niggas missed you, bro. What you like? Your fans want stuff from you, but this is the only time we can get anything from you. So,
But what's so crazy that Drake did is he was like, "Yo, I'm done talking to you. I've sunned you, and I'm done talking to you because it's now gotten into a place where now you're talking to me like a sex victim trauma person." He's like, "You're projecting your own pedophile experiences on me."
Right.
When you yourself confessed it in your song that you had a situation like that. And now you're caught because I've been pretty much fucking with you on this rap. You're now trying to make the world believe that I am a pedophile.
Wow.
But I'm gonna stop talking to you because this is starting to get weird. Because this seems like it's some traumatic shit from your childhood. So I'm gonna leave it right there. And he dropped the mic and walked away, bro.
And walked off.
If Drake is sticking to the theme that this guy is sunning you, then I'm gonna sun you and make you and bring you down a peg so everybody can see that of the two, I'm superior to you. He's trying to essentially make him look stupid. I think on that angle, Drake will get him. Do I think that Kendrick Lamar has more pop, like more of a like something people can dance to from his diss songs, or something people be like is flagrant, like he came off disrespectful? But the fact that Drake was like feeding him information, I think takes a little edge off of it.
My thing is, I think that, you know what, also, I don't think people give enough credit the joint that Kendrick got taken down. Because had that been able to season, that gets Drake a lot of points in this whole thing that really almost don't get counted for at this point.
Yeah. Now, here's my biggest revelation. While all this stuff has been entertaining and we all been talking, who do I think the winner is? Who do you think the winner is? I'll let you start.
I think the winner's Drake, bro. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I have my money on Drake from the jump.
Now, here's the thing. I don't think anybody won. Let me tell you why. Because I think the same system that tries to prop up Kendrick,
that's true,
is the same system that's trying to diminish him. Bro, there's real stuff going on in the world right now. There's wars, there's world wars looming. There's all sorts of stuff happening. There's an election happening. There's a bunch of things going on. And all of a sudden, everybody's focus is on a rap battle that conveniently happened the year of the election. Right? Yeah. There's a bunch of other things going on that, while it's entertaining to watch a rap battle, it's not the most pertinent things. And why is it that rap battles has to result where the two premier black guys who are fighting each other, there were guys that were respected in their communities, and for the entertainment of the global audience, they get to see two well-respected black men tear each other down.
That's true.
In public.
I think
so now look at it. Kendrick's whole business, and I sympathize. You know, this guy's going through some marital problems, some things going on. That's a real situation. This guy has taken some time off from his music, possibly to deal with his own healing as a person. That's a real thing, right? And while we may not understand it because we just want him to continue in his craft, but you don't know how necessary that is for his mental health. So really and truly, I'm not rooting for Kendrick Lamar to lose. I'm not rooting for Drake to lose, who is a person himself who has had his issues. You feel what I'm saying? There are some identity things. There are some truth in what Kendrick said. You know, it is tough for a mixed race kid to find a place where he belongs. And there are things that Drake does that I think is really breeds acceptance from a particular culture, from a particular people. So there's validity in both of those things. But the nature by which this was done, bro, was meant to attack both of those black men, attack their image, attack their influence, and to make us, the public, think lesser of them, to pin them against each other.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think lesser of them, but
I mean, just look at the stuff going on in the world, bro. Look what's going on with Haiti right now. Right? The U.S. is involved in that to some capacity.
to some capacity, they
All over, right? But think about it. While everybody's fighting, their resources is being taken. It's always the same thing, bro. There's a spectacle happening, a fight between two groups, and then meanwhile, your resources are getting robbed. Look in Africa. Look across the globe, bro. You see the same patterns, the same themes.
Right.
So it's the great distraction. So in a way, you can say lyrically, one person was superior in terms of their flow, their cadence, their content. In a way, you could say one person was more strategic and was more disrespectful with their rhetoric towards the other. But in a definitive way, both men has been diminished in a way in the eyes of the global team because either
yes, I mean that's cool and gravy and all, but we gotta understand that this is the nature of hip hop. When we talk about rap beefs, how often is it gonna be where it's not two black men tearing each other down?
Yeah, but Terrence, think about the whole gladiator thing, right? Think about it. It's no different than the guy that got to go in the ring, put his life on the line to fight for the entertainment of people. Meanwhile, his ass could barely talk. Muhammad Ali towards the latter parts of his year.
Mm-hmm.
So for him to get relevance, to provide a living for his family, he's got to put his livelihood, his well-being on the line. He has to fight other men that look like him for the entertainment of others.
That's the sport, though.
That's the sport. But in the same way, think about it, right? How many times do we do that? It's a perception. They build you up to break you down.
I mean, I guess I'm just not looking that deep into it.
Yeah. To me, I feel like there's an element of that here. In that this is a distraction while the real thing is happening. Because here's the thing. People tell you sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt you. The reality is words do hurt you. And people lose their life over that. People will lose their life over what somebody says. Do you think after these guys publicly humiliate each other that people ain't going to want to fight when they see each other?
Maybe other guys, but
it's not going to get violent.
Two ain't like that. Drake's not like that. Kendrick's not like that.
You can say all that stuff is not like that, but all I know is Tupac told Biggie he smashed his wife. Tupac ended up dead. Biggie ended up dead.
Yeah, that's real.
It was just for wax, but you can't go around telling the man you smashed his wife.
Yeah,
and
but
you can't go around rapping about who shot you.
No, but my thing is, both of them dudes, more Biggie so much, Biggie more so than Pac, grew up in like street environments. You know what I mean? Like to where.
Are you telling me this dude didn't grow up in the street environment? He grew up in Compton, bro. What are we talking about?
I said both. Drake not so much.
Drake not so much, but Drake is affiliated with Jay Prince. Those dudes are real gangsters. One of the Migos dudes died under one of them guys. What are we talking about? Those are real guys.
Yeah, I would say Kendrick, yes, but that's cool. But he talks about his childhood. He talks about like growing up in Compton. He wasn't moving like that. His parents wouldn't have it.
Terrence, who he's signed to is certified connected, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, whether he wasn't moving like that or not is great that he never necessarily got into that. But on the songs, this dude talked about how one of his mans taught him how to shoot a Drake. It was a play on words, but he's not. Don't think that the beef is outside of his capacity to tap into. No, and there's no way you can try to embarrass a man, tell him that his kid is not his, imply that his friend / manager / guy who's maybe affiliated in some street activity is low key his child's father, all in the midst of him having some marital issues, and put that in wax and think that it's gonna be okay, bro. I'm not encouraging anybody to take it to that level, but we do live in a world, bro, where people have done far worse for far less.
Yeah.
This is a public humiliation, bro. And both men were trying to humiliate each other. One guy's talking to another guy's kid, another guy's antagonizing a guy because he's having some marital issues and there's some things going on in his household that he may not be proud of. But now you're putting it out in the public. And we as a crowd are like, yeah, let's keep it rap. But those two guys have been disrespected by each other. It's going to be hard to keep it rap when you come across a guy like that.
Wow. Look, Kendrick Lamar's fiance is still following Dave Free after unfollowing Kendrick Lamar. She unfollowed Kendrick, his fiance.
Yes, that's what he was pointing out. And that's why the dude's saying low key, this guy's the real father of your kids. This is no longer rap, bro. It's something else. And this guy this is his high school sweetheart. Bro, this isn't like you're not just talking about anybody here, right? You're talking about this guy's wife, the mother of his children. He's been doing a lot of therapeutic work to get his life back together, to keep their relationship intact. And this dude is throwing salt on the wound. This is not good. But it's also showing us, the audience, the young men in our communities, that this is how we should resolve our matters, by throwing more salt on the wounds. So in that sense, nobody actually wins. More of us actually lose than win. While we may be entertained, and while all of it may feel great and it's good, and this guy's morally sound, and I'm from this guy's camp, I'm from that guy's camp, you're embarrassing their family, you're embarrassing their spouses, you're embarrassing, their careers. You're trying to diminish them, not just between y'all in a rap session. You know how people would rap battle on the block, and when it's done, it stayed on the block. But this conversation is happening globally by the minute. Like, it's on Apple streams the moment you guys release the songs, and somebody is saving it and will constantly remind. Now, this guy may have been able to reconcile his marriage with his wife as they were working through some things. And now that this whole thing has been brought to light and all these things have been insinuated, you may be breaking up this family. He said that this dude is a psychopath who's more intent on breaking up families than minding and than being a family person himself. Those are not rap words, bro. Those are like, you're my mortal enemy for life words. So in a way, while we've discussed this, like, oh, whose rap style is better and who's the winner, who's got more of the hit, who's more entertaining in this thing, these are two black men whose lives should have some level of privacy. Like, Drake's kid should not be the topic of any conversation. Kendrick's kid should not be the topic of any conversation.
Oh, no, for sure.
Like, why are we talking about each other's kids and each other's wives? This is supposed to be some rap shit. Where did it go left? And my point is the fact that it's going and it's like rolling down the hill already. It's an avalanche that's coming down the hill. what's left? You think we can just walk away? Like, these guys got to go to each other's coasts, to each other's cities, and somebody may not be as forgiving. So now both of their lives are in danger, not necessarily even from each other, but maybe from someone in their camp who felt like somebody crossed the line too far, and anything can happen as a result. Now I'm going to pray, as a man of God, I'm going to pray and believe God that these men are able to settle their differences and really kind of iron out these things and get over what was said. But really and truly, what do they gain? And that brings me back full circle to why I say J. Cole was wise, even though he was kind of starting everything by insinuating the whole Big Three thing.
Oh my goodness, he's still sticking with that, bro.
I'm still on that.
It's a terrible point.
I think J. Cole was wise to know that this could only get ugly and uglier. Because if you even listen to J. Cole's raps, niggas talking about shooting things up and real ones. And if someone's got to hold the gun, he got to hold it himself. I'm not saying it's figuratively speaking, but Terrence, I think in a way he's saying, I can't have nobody talking about my family and then we just go back to being friends and rapping and shit. Like, that's not friendly by no stretch of the imagination. I know both of y'all guys are petty, and you might have a level of pettiness that I'm not interested in dealing with after the fact. So in a way, even though I may not have respected that he started it all and then bowed out, he was wise enough to say, hey, I don't want to stoop so low and start throwing mud at guys that I really respect. So in a way, you got to tip your hat and respect it. But to me, at this point, this conversation, as I'm listening to some of the stuff, it's like shocking. But it's like, it's worse for me because how can I be entertained by two men who have essentially changed their lives and changed their family lives for the better, taking jabs at each other? Why is somebody getting into a fight something that's entertaining to me? That means I got to check myself. You feel what I'm saying?
Truthfully, no, I disagree. Here's my thing, right? Again, this is just supposed to be, yes, it ends up getting personal, but most things that start out like friendly, for the sake of pride, get personal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you hit me one good time, I understand we're still playing, but I can't just let you get away with hitting me like that. Like, at the end of the day, this is just for sport. Now, if it gets personal, it gets personal. We'll deal with it at that point. But I'm not gonna go so deep as to say, man, like, should I really be excited? Yes, I'm excited to watch these niggas go at it, bro. It ain't that deep for me, bro. Especially
we're all excited about it. I'm not gonna lie, it's something to talk about. It's something for entertainment value. Is entertaining. But for the actual people that have to do the fighting, they have to now heal from that situation. Like, there's nothing you're gonna tell Muhammad Ali after he was the most entertaining fighter you ever saw in your lifetime, but the nigga couldn't string a sentence together. So while he's revered for entertaining you, the quality of life he lived thereafter is not very quality for his family.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it all came at a cost of his own well-being. This is what I'm saying. These guys entertaining us by talking greasy and being disrespectful to each other comes at a cost to their own potential lives. It comes at a cost to their own families, their families being intact. And why is that okay? As a society, we should be kind of reprimanded in a way. Like, why are we entertained by shit like that?
It's not so much the family stuff that I'm entertained with. It's just the back and forth. If you make it about the fact that families got into it, then sure. But
bro, back in the days, guys would battle. It never got to that place. I don't know if you ever seen. I think Fat Joe did a video, and I shout out to Fat Joe. he was like, "There's no way I'm battling no guy. He in the middle of the battle tell me to suck his dick and think that we still gonna be rapping."
Yeah, that's good.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things you say and cross the path. Nobody's rapping at that point. You just disrespected me as a man in front of other people. And for people who grow up in those environments where they cannot be disrespected, your man said, yo, as a man, he's talking to Drake's son in the song. He says, as a man, never let another man piss on your leg. Now he's addressing that to this dude's kid. And supposedly there's some story about Drake letting one of T.I.'s drunk friends piss on his leg. He was drunk. I don't know if he pissed on his leg or maybe something happened with a dude.
That's outrageous.
But
I never heard of that.
yeah, bro, that's the whole thing. That's the context of that line when he said it. Never let a man piss on your leg.
So you're saying Drake let someone piss on his leg?
Yeah, they look into it. They said that the context of that is when Drake was younger in the game coming up, one of the guys from T.I.'s entourage was so drunk he was pissing, and I guess some of it got on Drake's leg or something like that. And that was like a joke or something. And now this dude's using that to belittle this guy in the mind of his own son. Like, let me tell you not to do this. Not in the same way, Drake, made some points. He's like, yo, if you have issues at home and you're beating your wife, why do you think you have some moral high ground to give my kid advice on how, you know what I'm saying? Like how he should grow up. When you yourself don't manage your household properly, why you think you could tell my kid, you know what I'm saying? You can give him parental advice. Like, really? You know what I mean? Like, that's why I say, like, it's gotten to the level of disrespect where you can say one person was more disrespectful than the other. One person was more entertaining than the other, But in the end, what do you ever come back from that?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not reading into. I'm not reading into it that deep. I'm just reading into it from the point of.
To me, this is the takeaway of this. As entertaining as this, because this isn't typically a topic I discuss on my show. Like, obviously, we're a podcast that discuss a number of different current events and topics, but I'm not trying to amplify both of these men disrespecting each other. To me, that's not the point of this. Of course, for the sake of making this point, I had to go through the different points and analyze and look at different points and put everything in context. But in the end, it saddens me, bro. Like, it really saddens me that we have to stoop to this level with each other to resolve our problems. These are things that these two men or these men could have gotten on the phone and said, listen, man, we can go and literally diminish each other's accomplishments. We can go at each other and fight and do all these different things. But really and truly, while we've gone ahead and entertained people, you know what I'm saying? What it leaves us feeling endangered, unsafe, and always looking over each other's shoulders. And why do we want that?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? Like, you've already entertained the world enough with your skills, and it's changed the scope of your life that you guys are good. You don't need to do this for money. You're not like some starving boxer who's just starting out and needs to do this. So now you have to spy everybody and fight for your livelihood. You don't need to do this. You're doing this because when everybody's on the play yard and everyone wants to see a fight and everyone's egging you on and the bloggers are talking, the gossipers are talking, and everyone's, challenging you. And this is what Cole said. Like, I realized, wait, I have no control over what's happening because I'm falling victim to everybody else's peer pressure to get into conflict with somebody I really respect.
So essentially, you're saying Cole was right. That's what you're going back on.
He was right. No, he was right not to engage in the mud throwing. He was right not to engage in the mud throwing. But I still take issue with him, the fact that he felt that he had to keep bringing this big three thing up. I didn't love that.
It's hypocrisy here because you're saying that you don't like the fact that Cole was like, "Oh, I'm stepping out for reasons X, Y, and Z," but then you're saying, "I don't like how as black man we have throwing each other's throats.
How we handle things.
That's what Cole was saying in the beginning. He's like, bro.
Yeah, but the thing, this is what I don't respect about that. Yes, Cole can take that high road position and say, I don't want to engage in a fight, but don't go start the fight and then say you don't want to engage in it. I don't like that.
He didn't start the fight. Drake said it. Drake just said it in the song. He's like, bro, none of that started this.
No, that's not what he said. He said the Like That song was not what started this issue. It had been brewing before.
Exactly. And what did Drake...
But my bigger point from my observation, you may see it differently, and it's okay for us not to agree on this. I just gave you the example of how I felt like J. Cole could have taken a proactive decision to not make a comparison between him and his peers.
What does that have to do with this, though? It has nothing to do with it.
It has everything to do with this. We would not be discussing a big three if one of the big three wasn't rapping about the big three. And we've already determined that the other two of them were not talking about the big three. So when the man says, mother F the big three, it's just big me, he's essentially saying, whoever brought up this big three concept,
you're missing it. You're missing it, though, because it's not about the big three. It's about Cole. It's about Drake and Kendrick. It was never about the big three.
Bro, the conversation, the whole Like That remix, which is really what spurred everything up. I know you like that.
Yeah, that's what
the only lines that people cite, that people play over and over again, is Kendrick Lamar saying, "Mother F the big three, it's just big me."
Bro, I think
and even Kendrick came back and said, "Oh, one dude bowed out. I'm gonna have to let him off the hook."
I think we're just gonna have to agree to disagree on that. I think you're making it about something else.
No, bro, I didn't like that, bro. I'm telling you, the example I just gave you, Terrence. The example I just gave you is how I feel about it. The example I gave you about this dude literally, inciting, like telling everybody, I'm the toughest. I'm me and these two guys are the toughest. And if I had to go against them, I'm picking me. I feel like I'm the toughest. And then everybody's like, oh, fight. And we all outside. And the guy who's going around saying it the most is the one who's like, nah, I don't really want to fight. Like, this is beneath me. I don't like
yourself right now, bro.
I'm not contradicting myself. I'm saying to you,
it takes more. No. If we're talking about conducting,
I'm saying to you, it was a mistake that he started by amplifying this issue, but it was wise of him to decide that, you know what, this is going to lead to more mud throwing that diminishes us, and I don't want to be a part of diminishing our image. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to buy out. I'm going to look crazy.
What I'm saying is we can't complain about the diminishment of black men and our image and blase, and then when a black man considers his image, like, people are allowed to take a step and realize that that's not a step I wanted to take, not out of fear, but out of, wait, why am I even doing this? Like, is it really necessary?
I understand, but what I'm saying is when you go into introspect and you inspect yourself, you got to go to the root of an issue, bro. It's not Drake, him saying what he said, him saying, yo, I really respect these guys. I shouldn't even be in that. If that's the case, bro, like, I can pull up songs where this dude's like, ain't no other discussion. I am the greatest. He's constantly bringing up this big three notion.
No, in that song, he never said anything about the big three.
Not in that song, but what I'm saying is, because I asked you specifically, you're an avid fan, you listen regularly. Of the three men, who is the one that generally brings up the whole notion of there being a big three? And you did not say Drake, and you did not say Kendrick.
No,
you said
he only brings that up. There's no other song where he brings that up.
Brother, I've heard a couple of times where this dude has talked about a big three.
So give me the songs.
You just told me earlier. I don't listen to Kendrick Lamar like that. I don't listen to J. Cole like that. You said no. You said in the past he has compared himself to Arbery and Kendrick as the only two competitors, and he often puts himself either third on the list. This is what you said.
Right, but that's not him referencing.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying to you. He's the one talking about it,
bro.
It's not the other guys.
What I'm saying is, bro, out of the hundreds of songs that J. Cole has, there's literally two where he makes any mention of comparison to.
Okay, so we went from 1 to 2. So J. Cole talks about big three notion more than the other two of them.
There's one where he actually mentions the big three. The other one, he doesn't say anything about a big three.
Okay, my point to you is, can you reference? Can stop for a second? Can you reference prior to Kendrick Lamar saying "Mother F the Big Three"?
Right.
Can you reference where Kendrick Lamar was putting himself in a group of three men? Never, bro.
He did it.
You can't reference that even with Drake.
No,
Drake never was putting himself in a group where he considered himself to be. Nah, he was like, listen, I'm the best. All of them can say I'm the best. But now we're just trying to say, oh, I have no competition but these two other guys.
Kendrick did it with more than three men on Control. Who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, or Nas?
I know.
That's three. That's quote Kendrick. To quote Kendrick, who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, or Nas?
Okay.
That niggas didn't respond to that. Because why would they?
Drake responded to that. So this is what I'm saying. When Kendrick stepped out and tried to challenge everybody back then,
you're missing the point that I'm developing here. You keep talking about, oh, Cole keeps comparing himself to a big three. Kendrick just did the same thing as well. Who's the best MC, Kendrick, Jigga, or Nas? And if you remember correctly, at that time, Drake wasn't really getting that hype yet. Cole wasn't getting that hype yet. No. In terms of best MC.
On the Control thing, Drake was already bigger than him.
No, yes, but in terms of best MC, like in terms of like, yo, who's like the greatest to ever do this type shit? People wasn't having conversations about Drake like that yet.
He was considering himself.
It wasn't.
Here's the thing. I agree with your point, Terrence. I agree with your point.
I'm not done. Kendrick was saying, in comparison, the same way J. Cole did. When I want to be a part of a great conversation, I have to compare myself to those that are considered great. For you to take notice, I gotta be like, yo, hold on, I'm just as like Kobe, bro. I'm just as nice as Mike. What are you talking about?
LeBron, same thing.
I have to tell you who I'm better than. Otherwise, you're gonna put me next to people who I already know I'm better than. I'm gonna put myself next to the people who I think I'm better than. Then let you decide.
Yeah, but you got to think about the calculated nature of how it looks from one person's vantage point. You can't be a guy saying big three, bro. That's to me, I feel like that's J. Cole's whole thing. He's always comparing himself because he, in a way, is saying, like, I haven't won a Grammy and these two other guys are supposedly bigger than me, but they're not realer than me. To me, that's the only tone of what I'm hearing every time J. Cole talks about the subject matter. It's like it's coming from this place of like almost like he feels insecure about it.
I don't get that.
That's what I get. And it's okay that we don't see eye to eye. I'm just saying this is my point of view. To me, it was like, listen, while I respect J. Cole's craft, it was like, bro, why even talk about this? It's beneath you. Who cares? Like, all you guys are making money. All you guys are successful. All you guys run your own lane. All you guys got your own fan base. All you guys are the guy. Who cares? Be you, bro. Like, you don't have to be better than the next guy to be good enough for you. What are we talking about? It's like kind of like, stop. Because in a way, you want the public to validate you as the undisputed best. And unfortunately, everybody doesn't see it like that.
I would disagree. A lot of people see it that way.
Don't do it like that, bro.
The
majority of the people that we're talking about does not see J. Cole as the best. Stop.
Yes, they do. Here's what I'm trying to tell you the difference is. The difference is Kendrick and Drake get the commercial accolades and all that bullshit.
So more of those people see him as the best.
What I'm saying is none of that is hip hop. The hip hop is not, the Grammys is not hip hop.
Oh, I would agree on that point for Kendrick.
The Grammys is not hip hop. Since when does the Grammys decide who's the best?
But Terrence, what I'm saying is you gotta judge it by some metric. Stop. Terrence, when you go to school, listen to me. When you go to school, you have a GPA. And guess what? Your GPA determines where you rank amongst your peers.
My point
That's why they have a valedictorian. So people somewhere always keep score. So whether we're playing basketball for a living, hold on, let me finish the point. Whether we're playing basketball for a living, the championships you win, the scoring titles you win, there's some metric they're using to judge who the best is.
Yeah, but
on no metric, time out, on no metric is J. Cole superior to any of the two guys you talked about.
Yes, whose metric are they using?
That's what I'm saying. This is what I'm talking to you. So what you could do is put different weights on different metrics. So for instance, you could say, okay, Drake technically outsells both of them. So if we're talking about who has sold the most records out of the three of them, since those are the three guys, then people would say Drake is the best.
I wouldn't argue that sales is the metric that determines who's the better MC.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying to you. And on what list has J. Cole outsold any of those two?
But that's my thing. Hip hop has never been about sales. Has hip? No.
So what metric are you going to judge? Okay, that's what I'm saying. There's metrics. So there's the flip side. Come on, you gotta let me finish my point. There's the fish. Let me finish the point. The flip side to it is the people who's just like, oh, we can't just judge it by who sold more. That's not hip hop. Okay. For the people that says we're not gonna put the emphasis on sales, they then give it to Kendrick because they feel like his content and his quality and his consciousness behind what he says is more meaningful. So they will give it to him. That was the whole thing. Jay-Z brought this up years ago in his own thing. He was like, I would rap like Common until I realized that I'm doing this for money. And I don't want to be the guy who's known as the conscious rapper that speaks to people's consciousness. I'm trying to be the guy who makes the most money at doing this. So Common can have that. He can have he's more conscious than me. He can have that. I don't care. I'm going for the money. So Jay-Z took himself out of the whole comparing me to these conscious rappers thing.
Jay-Z was never in that conversation.
That's what he said. He said, I could rap consciously. I can make conscious records. But I choose not to because that's not how I keep score. What I'm saying is there's a way that these guys are keeping score. Maybe to Kendrick Lamar's metrics, his metric is he wants to have the most impact. He wants his music to be most meaningful, right? He said a line that was actually a dope line. He was like, you do music to pacify people, so a lot of people gravitate to it. I do music to elevate people. So
I can agree to that, right? Each of these guys, they have a particular lane that does something on a different metric, right? What I'm saying is J. Cole is the truest.
What's his metric? What's his metric?
It's penmanship, which is hip hop. His metric
is penmanship.
It's purely pen. It's purely what, like I said, Cole doesn't. Cole doesn't do the antics. He doesn't.
It's not about antics. Listen, bro.
Hold on. This is what I'm trying to say, right?
Is J. Cole more popular than any of those two guys?
He's just as popular as all three.
Is he more popular? That's the question. Because it's not an even thing. It's not. I believe that J. Cole has a cult following, but if we said
popularity, if we're talking about popularity, the most popular is Drake. It's the most popular.
Look, I'm gonna give you some game. Like they use that.
Drake is the most popular.
Drake is the most popular. Drake sells the most out of all three of them.
And I would argue that Kendrick is the second most popular. Cole is the third most popular.
Okay.
But again,
so by what metric is Cole the best?
Again,
what metric?
Again, popular is not hip hop because hip hop has never been about being liked. Hip hop has never been about doing what other people want you to do. There's never been that, bro. It's never been that.
Yeah, but there's a way that people are keeping score. What I'm saying is, just like we have statistics, right? For people who love LeBron James, you could say LeBron James is the greatest player of all time because he scored the most points of all time. Some people will say, well, Bill Russell is the greatest player of all time because he's won the most championships. Nobody's won 11 or 12. However many this dude has won.
Cole is the MVP.
If you're judging it by that specific metric, but if you say Michael Jordan's impact to basketball, not just in the amount of championships he's won, not just in his impact on the game, but his overall impact on the game, how he took it from a local sport to a global sport, it's a different category. You could say Prince and Michael Jackson are both prolific entertainers who are really, really sound and real. But if we really take Is Prince on a global scale popular as much as Michael Jackson is? I don't think so, bro.
No, but again, those are different genres, and
but there's always a metric, and that's what I'm saying. You got to lay out your metrics by which you're saying this guy is better than the other guy.
The metric I'm saying is strict. Hip hop is about pen, cadence, and swagger, bro. What else is hip hop about?
So you're saying style wise, J. Cole's better.
It's truer to hip hop than any of these other dudes. Would you disagree? You wouldn't disagree. I know you would.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. I actually listen to what I'm saying to you. His flow, I would gravitate towards his flow more than I would gravitate towards the flow of any of the other two.
Because why?
Because it's more aligned with what I'm accustomed to hearing, being an East Coast person.
No, it's not just being East Coast.
By no metric is he out selling, out popularing, out impacting the other two guys.
You keep going to metrics outside of hip hop.
But that's how you keep score. That is hip hop, bro. That's hip hop. So let me ask you a question. So when the whole conversation about Eminem comes up,
here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Right? If we had an award show that was truly dedicated to hip hop, and then they deemed Kendrick Lamar, they decorated Kendrick Lamar with all these awards, I'd say fair. Hip hop decided that. If we had an award ceremony dedicated to just truly hip hop, and they decorated Drake with all these accolades, I would say fine. I would concede to that. But I cannot say that there is an academy that decides within our community.
Let me
finish. I cannot say that there is an academy within hip hop that decides and gives out accolades that we can respect. There is not.
You can say that exist, and I agree. Maybe we need to take the narrative on that.
We have to stop letting the Grammys and all these other
about the Grammys, because I'm not putting the emphasis on the Grammys.
We have to stop letting the Grammys, the MTV Awards, and all these other bullshit academies decide who the best MC is.
I agree.
I take my hat off to Jack Harlow, because he was like, bro, like a white artist. He was like, this. It kind of gets away from the people who really this industry is. Like, hip hop is black people. So how do we have white boys in college running around at the festivals wearing Larry Bird jerseys, yelling out the N-word whenever a hip hop artist is out? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it don't feel right. We have white boys starting podcasts talking about who's the best MC of all time. Fuck y'all know about who's the best MC. It don't make no sense.
I could agree, but I mean, here's where I could agree with you, and here's where I'm gonna deviate from you. I could agree with the point you made that, you know what, we need to have some of the originators of the craft kind of curate the academy to determine what that is, who the best is. The Source used to be that back in the days. They used to give everybody a mic system, right? Those were credible people who were connected to it, who would determine the rating, right? Now you got other people writing about it who may not follow it as much, and who may have bias, who may not be as, connected to the culture itself. So I get it. But at the same time, right, in the absence of these things, we measure it by things like that, right? We measure a movie by what did it do at the box office. That happens across the board. We measure sports leagues by who earns the most. That's the only reason the NFL, it's not the most popular around the world. Soccer is. And then next would probably be basketball. And then next would probably be baseball. But the NFL out-earns all of them things. So how you feel about it don't mean nothing, because it's about which is the most entertaining and who is the most accomplished.
This is what I'm saying, though. It's not about pure entertainment. We're not tap dancing.
No, there's a couple factors. So here's what I'm saying to you. There's a couple of factors. This goes back to metrics, and that's why people are allowed to have their preference. For some people, they feel like Common is a better rapper, or what's the guy from Mos Def? They feel like Mos Def is is that rapper, because for them it's like consciousness. For some people, Jay-Z's too pop. That dude's always talking about money and cash and all that, and it's too superficial for them. So Jay-Z's not their cup of tea. And you might say that and make a point. For some people, Kanye's too crazy. He's, you can find a plethora of reasons to dismiss him. But there's got to be some metric that determines, outside of our own personal opinion, is there some cold, hard facts, metrics that we can go to say,
what I'm asking,
if we're counting sales between these three guys, this guy outsold this guy.
The reason I say you can't count sales is because there are people outside the culture who buy the tape.
Here's time out.
So what I'm saying is, when I was in high school and swimming pools dropped, right? Kendrick Lamar, almost none of the black kids that I know were bumping that shit religiously. But all the white people at the parties, that was their shit. Because they're the ones that got the fucking swimming pools in the back of their house. So they was bumping that joint like it was the song of the freaking century. Swimming pools. That wasn't for hip hop.
I understand the point. I understand because you would consider yourself a purist.
And it was cool because swimming pools, that record was cool for him because it allowed him to have that to elevate and say, yo, I'm here, hip hop.
Okay.
It aided him in that sense. But it was like, we get it. That was the record that you needed to be global. But that ain't hip hop.
I get your point. You would be considered a purist in that sense. But here's what I would look at certain metrics. I would look at longevity, because that's the thing that's hard to do. There's a lot of one-hit wonders out there.
And if we talk the longevity, Kendrick's not in the conversation.
Kendrick's not in the conversation.
Every 30 months or something.
But Drake is run away from it way far.
Through and through.
That's what I'm saying. To have this conversation, time out. To have this conversation, we have to lay out the metrics. Longevity would be one way we test. That's the reason you got to give it to Jay-Z, is he found a way to remain relevant for a long time.
Absolutely.
So you may not like his cadence. You may think he talks about bullshit materialistic things. But at the end of the day, it's extremely hard in the music business to stay relevant.
Right. And I think the genius...
For 2 decades. For 3 decades.
Well, you know why I like Drake as an artist? Because the genius in what Drake's doing is he'll dabble in other genres outside of hip-hop to keep his relevance.
To stay relevant to different generations.
But then when he comes back to hip-hop, he's hip-hop. So you feel what I'm saying? So same thing with Cole. Cole will dabble and experiment with sounds. That's not true to Cole. That's not true to hip-hop. When it's time to get back to, it's like, bro.
But I love that you made that comparison, because that's an apples to apples comparison between Drake and Cole. And Drake beats Cole on those comparisons.
He does. But what I'm saying is on the he beats Cole on the outside of hip hop comparisons. That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of what he does to stay relevant outside of hip hop, he does it better than Cole.
But
which takes off which I have to take my hat off to him for artistry, like for not artistry but entertainment purposes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, as an entertainer, Drake's better as an entertainer, which helps his relevance in terms of
absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. We got to go to those metrics, because think about it. Let's use basketball as an example to not personalize as much. Steph Curry is the best 3-point shooter of all time. He's the best at that thing. Michael Jordan, to me, has the best all-around game of all time. Dude's going to kill you inside and out, mid-range. If you need him to shoot threes, and he will shoot threes. He's got the best all-around game, to me.
What?
But if I had to compare Michael Jordan to Steph Curry at shooting threes, it's a runaway Steph Curry.
Exactly.
So this is what I'm saying. Once you hone in on one thing, you can pinpoint, he's better at everybody else on that one thing.
But the truth
But what I'm saying to you is, for you to truly gauge who's the better artist, you have to just judge it by more than one thing. See,
But again,
when I say Michael Jordan is the best, I'm not just looking at how many championships he won, because he didn't win the most championships. So he's not the best at winning championships. So he doesn't get it for that reason.
Exactly.
But if I'm saying, well, what was his impact on the game versus everybody else's impact on the game, because that's something that should be measured.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody who's had a greater impact on him. He's been out of the league for almost 40 years, and his shoes can't stop selling because of his impact on the game. It's affected 4 generations. That's wild.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Then when you talk about all the other accolades, how many championships he's won over what periods of time, you know, how many times he's three-peated. There's other things that when you start comparing him, you start to see, damn, this guy's coming on top, if not top 2, top 3 out of a lot of categories. So when you take all that together, you can say, okay, yo, this dude's got it hands down.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Same thing with Tom Brady. He's not the most athletic. He doesn't throw the ball the hardest. He's probably not the most accurate. You could find people, Peyton Manning in certain settings, certain years, have better accuracy numbers. Some people have more yards numbers than him. But if you take everything in a collective, between accomplishments, achievements, and championships, relevance, impact, how you not give it to the guy is crazy. So to me, that's what I'm saying. To judge Cole, you may even have the point that maybe his penmanship is better than everybody else. I might even grant you that, because stylistically, I like his flow a little better than other people. But let's look at all the collectives.
Let me ask you though, why though? Because it's truest to hip hop. That's why, bro. That's why. No, it's because the thing is, it goes with
that's a matter of preference, Terrence. Because here's what I'll say.
Exactly.
Terrence, that's a matter of preference. Here's why I say that. Snoop Dogg has been relevant since freaking hip hop was around.
Right.
We don't talk about him. What are we talking about? I don't think any of the guys you mentioned is more relevant than Snoop Dogg has been to hip hop.
In terms of hip hop, Snoop is one of the greats. It's no debate.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So this is what I'm talking to you about. But nobody's talking about his penmanship. He's not one of the greats because of his penmanship. He's one of the greats because stylistically he was dope. And for some people, stylistically he was dope.
I agree with you. Hip hop isn't just penmanship. I can concede to that. It's not just penmanship. It's also swagger. It's a way that you carry yourself. It's a
impact. That's an impact.
I mean, it's an aura about you. It's like it's an approach to a track that like makes something just like, yo, no one else could do that. No one else could do that. Like Snoop hopped on the track and it was like, bro, only Snoop could do that for this song.
Snoop, yeah, that's the thing I would say. No one has ever sounded like, I've never heard a Snoop sound alike in all the years that Snoop has been out. I've heard Jay-Z sound alike. I've heard different sound alikes. I've never heard a Snoop sound alike. I've heard Biggie sound alike. I've heard Tupac sound alikes and Tupac comparisons.
Right.
I have never ever heard a Snoop sound alike. So to your point, this is what I'm saying. This is where you get into the.
But I think the truest metric in hip hop is pen. That's why I say that. The truest metric in hip hop is pen.
You're putting more of an emphasis on the pen. That's what I'm saying. That'd be the person who only cares about the 3-point shot in basketball. You're gonna say, well, Steph Curry's the greatest. Why?
No, that's not the same. That's not the equivalent.
That's one metric out of the whole thing. Who's the better shooter?
I feel like no, but here's the thing. What's the main thing about it? The main purpose of hip hop is what? It's to MC. That's the main.
Kind of depends. It depends on who you're talking to.
The main purpose of hip hop was to MC.
Because if that was the case, bro, KRS-One would be undisputed.
The main purpose of hip hop is that's big. Is undisputedly like everyone's like, yo, big
is a problem. But you see,
bro,
the big runs in the lane, bro. Because here's the thing, big runs in the lane. Because before Big, was Rick. What's his name? Uncle Ricky. His name Slick Rick.
Yeah.
See, big ones in the lane of storytelling. So you gotta understand hip hop. Big ones in the lane of storytelling. And if we're talking about the best storytellers, you gotta go to some Slick Rick stuff. That dude's a problem.
Without question. But that's what I'm saying though. The truest metric in hip hop has to be about the pen, because hip hop started about the pen.
You're putting more emphasis on that.
It's not even about what I'm putting more. It's what hip hop is, like, bro.
It isn't about the pen, bro.
What is hip hop without an MC, bro? This is where it started, bro.
It isn't about the pen, because here's what I'll say.
Listen.
Tupac's pen.
You had the DJ, right?
Bro, Tupac. Listen to me. Tupac's pen wasn't blowing anybody away. Stop it. No, stop it. Stop it, bro. Tupac is not revered.
He's not revered for his pen, but
for his pen.
He's revered for his. Actually, no, in a sense, but in a different way.
Tupac's impact,
but also in a more poetic sense, because Pop was a very
poetic
writer.
But his impact. Tupac was an activist rapper. He had an impact. So his influence, but Tupac is one of the people that's his name always get brought up. And it's not for his pen. If you're talking to me about pen, I'm a Nas guy. That nigga's got a pen.
I'm gonna pick Jay's pen over Nas's. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. Depends on what we're talking about. Now, Jay-Z's got a pen, but again, they got pens, but what do they choose to focus their pen on? If you're talking about who made more hits, Jay-Z's pen is credit for that.
Jay, man, got hits.
If you're talking about who's more impactful, I will go Tupac amongst the three of them. 1000%.
Who?
Who's more impactful between Tupac, Jay-Z, and Nas? I would say Tupac.
Jay-Z and Nas. Yeah, Tupac, absolutely more impactful.
1000%. It's not even like, and it's not because Tupac was talking about conscious stuff, right. But he wasn't this great, like the way I use this triple entendre. Like right. He wasn't that. He didn't care about that shit. He didn't give craps about that.
I'd say the second most important metric in hip hop is
gotta say longevity.
I would say, because before the longevity has to come an ability to present yourself in a way that no one else does. So it's presentation as well.
Style, okay, so you could say style, but to me that's encompassed in impact.
So Pac had a couple things about him that was like, the thing about Kanye said this in a video. He was like, hip hop has never been about following rules. It's been about doing what you want, but within a certain
framework.
Blackness. You know what I mean? Like black people don't do that.
To me, it's almost like when you're talking to a girl.
I came in with the headband, with the
impact.
He came in with the nose piercing. He came in with the thug like
impact.
There was just things about him that he was doing and just he was doing.
He was brandable. You could say it.
Biggie made it cool to be fat.
Yeah.
Brandable. Like it was impact. Like I'm me.
He was a fat, Gucci down, slick dude.
Yeah. When we talk about J. Cole, we look at like this nigga makes it cool to just be regular.
What's his impact though? I don't really understand his impact.
Cole makes it cool to just be like just laid back. Like I'm not like it's like he makes it cool to be intelligent in like in a wavy way. It's like I don't put on the flyest gear. Like I wear sweats to the concert. That's hip hop. Like, bro, I'm not pressed to wear the fly shit and the chains, because hip hop is saying I'm not doing what everyone else. I'm doing what I want to do. But if you want to do what everyone else is doing, that's cool, because that is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like wearing a chain is hip hop. So if you're going to stay within the binds of hip hop, that's cool. But if you want to be remembered in hip hop, do your own thing.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. We're going to use Tupac, and then we're going to compare it to the three guys we're talking about. Right. Tupac bought the whole bandana thing. That was so wavy in the nose ring. That was so wavy that you see Ja Rule trying to replicate it decades later. You see all of these things. He brought the whole like thug life, braggadocious, in your face, outspoken. That's all. That energy is all Tupac.
You could argue the tatted rapper really stems from Tupac, like tattoos in the rap game.
Tattoos and that cool, that like thug thing, that the personification of that. You could say that Pac took that to a whole other level, and you still see it represented. You can still say that with Snoop. Snoop's whole style is, I can still, every time I see any Crip walking anything, I'm like, that's Snoop's whole style. He took that from whatever neighborhood he came from, and he made it cool to do that. If I say Jay-Z was also that influence on the East Coast. When he was wearing button downs, everybody was wearing button downs.
Right.
So
when he was wearing fitteds,
he was wearing fitteds. Fitteds was in. You could say that Cameron had an effect. That dude was just minked out.
You know who else? Nelly. With the
Nelly had the bandana, the headband.
The toothpick.
The little thing underneath and the toothpick. So you can,
I mean, like the big ass earrings.
Those are influences. So you can say from that metric, there's certain people that left their imprint. Like for instance, Allen Iverson made it cool to cornrow your hair. Nobody was doing that.
There's no one that could say Nelly isn't hip hop. You say Nelly isn't hip hop, you crazy. Nelly is hip hop, bro.
He's not my type of hip hop, but he's hip hop. You gotta respect it. And his numbers is his numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like
I can respect when people say that's not my type of hip hop, but it does fit within the confines of hip hop.
Oh yeah.
Like I wouldn't say Common is my cup of tea, but I'd be crazy for saying Common ain't hip hop.
Absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. That's why it gets into preference. But
about what hip hop is, like when Drake goes on like a shift and he drops like
I don't know about the nail painting. That shit ain't hip hop. I don't know what the fuck that's about. Whoever's doing that shit, I'm not on that trail at all. That stuff is some other shit.
It's corny. But when Drake goes on a tip where he like, because the nigga can sing too, I mean melodically and all that. When he makes like a R&B joint, I mean
that's hip hop to me.
R&B and hip hop is has such
a they're connected, bro. It's Come crazy. On, that's where Diddy comes in. Diddy made that.
Absolutely.
He made it cool because before we weren't blending that shit. We weren't blend. R&B was R&B and hip hop was hip hop. This nigga was doing remixes with a hard street rapper rapping on a wavy singer, and now we have that happening regularly now. So see, that's an impact.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me, those are the things to me that those are metrics. But you got to talk numbers. Eminem's style of rapping and the way he does his thing is not my cup of tea.
You know when I realized the numbers thing isn't it for me? It was at UMass. I was at UMass Amherst, and I was going to my internship, my judicial internship, and there was this white girl, Ziggy white girl from like the boonies of Western Massachusetts. And you know how boonies Western Massachusetts is. It's just sticks. It's just sticks out of Western Massachusetts. Ain't shit to do out there.
Yep.
Right? So they not getting into nothing. Little short, chubby, fat white girl. She was like, yeah, my favorite rapper of all time is Eminem. I said. She said he's the best rapper of all time. I said, well.
To her, she is. He is.
And I said, that's fair for you to say that. But for you as a white girl from Western Massachusetts to have the confidence to say he's the best rapper of all time, to me, what that says is
she may be limited into how many rappers she's heard.
To me, that says there's more of you out there, and people like you skew the numbers.
True. Yes. So okay.
Hip hop would say that, bro.
So time out. So to that point, I agree, and that's what I say. There's to that point, I would agree because it's almost like if I never watch basketball, and then I see this one guy score a lot of points, I'm gonna say he's the greatest that I've ever seen play. I haven't seen all the other greats play, but because I've only seen this one sample from this one guy, then I'm gonna go with this one guy.
She wasn't submerged in the culture, so she has nothing to go.
She has nothing to reference him against.
Eminem, you hear one Jay-Z song, you're like, I like Eminem songs better than that one Jay-Z song I heard. She hears like a Snoop Dogg song come on, and I like Eminem songs better than that one Snoop Dogg song I heard.
Of course.
Do you know Snoop's impact on the culture? Do you know Snoop's impact? So it's like I cannot trust your discernment. So this is when we talk about sales. We gotta understand in the United States, when you go to a rap concert, 95% of the ticket sales is white people. 5% of the crowd is black folks, bro.
Yeah, but let's think about it this way. To me, I don't like that metric. Stop for a second.
That goes for Cole. That goes for Kendrick. That goes for all these rappers, bro.
Come on. Here's why I don't like the metric. I'm gonna tell you why I don't like that metric. To me, whenever you're making a product, I don't personally give a fuck who's buying my product. Be an alien from out of the world and buy my product. So I don't want to hear none of that. The point is, anytime there's a good product, people will buy more of it. So at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, we don't like it. The same white people who are buying 50 cents, Snoop Dogg's, Tupac's, Bob Marley stuff, Zay Francis stuff. The same people are buying the same products. So to me, that's not a metric. Oh, white people. That to me is corny. I hate that argument. That's a dumbass argument.
It's not a fair metric to go.
And I'm not saying you're dumb for making the argument. I've heard it through other people. I'm simply saying you create a product and there's going to be a consumer base for it.
What I'm saying is it doesn't mean that metric isn't a metric. It is a metric. I just don't think it's a valid metric.
Because even if it wasn't a metric, but look, a lot of black people don't buy music. We may like music, but we don't go buy music. So what are we talking about?
But that's why I'm saying it's not a fair metric. For someone like you didn't have Apple Music for the longest.
Yeah, we was bootlegging.
So what I'm saying is Apple Music today is not how you determine streams and blase, right? But instead, you would go off like YouTube or something and find like.
Not even YouTube, bro. We was buying mixtapes, not just mixtapes. Dudes was using
I'm talking about right now though. I'm talking about right now. So right now, Apple Music, Spotify, and all that is how you base your streams and popularity.
Yeah, streams.
If I'm not trying to pay for the subscription, $10, $20 a month for Spotify, I'm just gonna go on YouTube and type in whoever posted the song. It may not have even been the artist's camp that posted the song. It could be Charles that posted it. So I'm fucking up the numbers when we talking about popularity.
You're not, because a hit is a hit is a hit. Period, bro. And you're hearing this. You're hearing this from me, bro. I haven't heard one full Eminem album in full. Never.
Never will I.
I have never sat down and played a whole Eminem album on a trip. In all the years that I've known him, I respect his scraps. I respect his pen. I actually think he's a valid rapper.
For sure.
So this is not a slight on him. But he's not my style. Like, I'm not into like niggas who rap fast. That's not my thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Twister raps fast. I never listened to a Twister album in full. I might have liked the Twister song, you know what I mean? But I haven't heard a Twister album in full. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, look, we got our own preferences. We have our own biases when it comes to music. I'm not going to diminish Eminem and his accomplishment in the field because he came in and had to go and compete against the Jay-Z's of the world, all these other artists that was there. And he did his thing. Because the Jay-Z's of the world, his core audience is also the same core audience that Eminem had.
You know what's crazy though? What I will respect about M is that competing in the realm of hip-hop, he held it down. Not on numbers or nothing like that, but like competing in the realm of hip-hop, M did what he had to do within the confines of hip-hop. When we talk about streams and album sales, I'm not considering that. I'm talking about how his notoriety and his respect within the culture.
Yeah, he earned his way.
And I can respect that, which is why when people even make the argument that M is one of the greatest, you won't hear Pete from me. M is one of the greatest to ever.
He's one of the greatest. And that's the thing I'm gonna give Eminem is he actually went. When he was in the hood of Detroit, he went toe to toe and battled dudes in his hood.
I gotta respect that.
You gotta respect how he came up through it. He earned
same thing. You know what I'll say? Jack Harlow, that kid is hip hop, bro. I don't care what no one says. Jack Harlow is hip hop.
I like some of his music. I mean, not again. I've never heard a full Jack Harlow album.
That kid is hip hop.
I couldn't tell you. No, I'm not gonna take that away from him. I'm gonna give it to him. But this is what I'm saying to you. We all got our
Jack Harlow sales. I don't care about. Don't tell me.
It's not just sales. This is what I'm saying. Sales is a metric. It's a metric. It's not the metric. It's a metric.
It's not. I don't even think it's a metric that you want to use. If we're gonna use sales,
it's a metric you have to use.
No,
you can't. It's a man. Let me say it this way. Sales is a mandatory metric that has to be used because we got to keep score somewhere.
Not when you're determining.
No, bro. Sales is a metric because if that was the case, you take a lot away from Jay-Z.
It's only the metric.
You take a lot away from Kanye.
It's only the metric when determining who.
Because on nobody's list is Kanye considered the greatest of all time.
But he's one of the greats.
He's one of the greats, but on nobody's list is he considered the greatest of all time. But if you look at his sales, if you look at his impact, we haven't mentioned somebody who's more impactful than Kanye is. So what are we talking about? It can't be the only metric. But if you say, "Oh, this dude's one of the top selling," and he's one of the most impactful, and his stylistically,
that just means
once you start compiling all those things, you have to say, "Well, damn, you got to put the dude in the conversation. You got to put him in the Mount Rushmore."
That just means you were able to tap into multiple things, and hats off to you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When we're having this discussion, we have to be able to have some common ground about what we're gonna judge. Impact. This going back to the whole Michael Jordan thing.
I think the most important metrics, impact and hip hop, right? Impact,
longevity is absolutely.
So I think okay. In order, I think penmanship, impact, and longevity in that order.
You can't put penmanship first. No way.
Yes.
And you got to throw sales on there. You got to throw the numbers in there, bro. You got to throw the numbers.
I said inside hip hop alone. I'm not talking about.
I'm talking about impact. In every metric, numbers matter. In every metric.
Inside hip hop, I said, bro, I'm not going with the numbers.
In
I don't
every
care.
metric, numbers matter.
Nah, because if that's the truth, Joey Badass should be the greatest. His numbers don't do shit compared to these. Joey Badass is better than half these niggas, bro.
That's according to your metric.
If we talking numbers, then Future's better than Joey Badass. That's crazy.
That's according to metrics.
If we're talking sales, Future is better than Joey Badass, and that's ridiculous.
But if we're talking longevity, Future's better than Joey Badass. If we're talking impact, Future's better than Joey Badass.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, if we're talking about what hip hop is about, you cannot.
Yeah, So let's use your metrics. Let's use your metrics. If you say penmanship, I'll agree with you. Penmanship, Joey Badass got Future. But what if we're talking longevity? Who's got that one?
Future is better with longevity, but what I'm saying is,
what if we're talking about sales? Who's got that one?
I don't put sales in there.
You have to. You have to, Ken. You cannot leave that out, bro. You cannot. Stop. You cannot. You can't. You cannot. You cannot leave out sales in that. You have to. It may be sales on your list, may be fifth. Sales on my list may be 3. Sales on somebody else's list may be number 1, but it's got to be on the list. You can't. Do you have any impact? Because you're in the entertainment business. If your shit is not entertaining, then bro, I can't do nothing for you. It's like the WNBA players who talk like, why are we not getting equal pay? Miss, nobody tunes into your sporting. So advertisers are not spending as much money on your sporting events that they're spending on the men's sporting events where more people tune in. So you're getting a percentage of the people that tune in to your sporting events, and you're comparing that to a higher percentage of the people that tune in to the men's sporting events, and you're complaining that you're not getting the same. If you want the same amount of money they make your sporting event more watchable. Then all of a sudden, nobody wants I'm a chauvinist for saying that. Come on. You cannot leave numbers out, bro. You have to include it. Now, you may not put as much emphasis on the numbers.
Well, yeah, I think that's fair. I put numbers like the last. Numbers is the last thing, bro.
For you, but the numbers got to be included. That's why I want to be able to say, if we're going to judge this, let's figure out what the metrics are.
Include the numbers.
Longevity being one we both agree. Impact being one we both agree. You said penmanship. I would agree with you. Style points. I would agree with you. That's one we can agree.
That's at the top. I would not. So would you say that Kendrick? Would you say that Future's more hip hop than Joey Badass? It's not even a debate.
I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't say he's more hip hop because stylistically, here's what I'm gonna say.
He's not.
Future is known for being a mumble rapper, right?
And mumble rap is not hip hop. I'm sorry.
You can say that because okay, I can't believe you brought up Kodak Black to me the other day in a discussion.
Yes, but in what context did I bring him up?
Horrible, bro. I would not put Kodak Black on nobody's list.
Neither would I.
I don't think he's hip hop.
See, I wouldn't say that. Because
stylistically, what we're pointing out is a difference in style. I don't like Kodak's Black style of music. It sounds crazy to me.
You're talking about his radio records. I know Kodak from before Kodak. Listen, you know when Kodak got popping? Kodak got popping like 2015. I knew Kodak from. You gotta understand, Ricardo lived in the same hood as Kodak. I've been listening to Kodak since Kodak was Kodak. I've been listening.
I haven't heard none of that stuff to reference. I'm only going by what I've heard, and what I've heard, I'm not impressed by. There's some box like, oh, okay, this is cool. It's a cool little. Bro, I'm not sitting at home like, yo, I need to hear that new Kodak Black album. But I'm old school. He's not of my generation, so I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not supposed to get him like somebody in your generation would get him.
Yeah, I'm not sitting around waiting for the Kodak album. Like, I mean, I'm not sitting around waiting for the Kodak album either.
So that's what I'm saying. So like, I will hear a J. Cole record and be like, oh, that dude could rap. Because it's synonymous. It relates to something that I would gravitate towards in my era. I would rock with Drake on some, oh, Drake got some pops. Because it's synonymous with some stuff I would hear in my era. Like, I would put a Kendrick Lamar in the same realms of an Andre 3000. Maybe he's a little more animated than Andre 3000, but a lot of those antics is Andre 3000-ish to me.
Andre is way better than Kendrick.
And I think Andre is a beast. I actually would put Andre up there in the top 10. I think that dude, if you really sit down and pay attention to that dude's pen, he's a problem. But a lot of people need to bring him up.
Andre 3000 is in my top 10 for sure.
He's in the problem. He's a problem to me. That dude can write, bro. He's like he knows music. He can make music to me. But I feel like he slept on. But this is what I'm saying. Like, everyone's gonna have their preference, but there's got to be some metric, because in the same way, for instance, when we go to school, guess what they judge? Attendance. They judge your grade point average by category. What did you get on your grades? We all have different backgrounds, different situations, but everybody's got grades. And everyone's going to have an opportunity to show what they are as a student in the classroom. We can't leave your grades out of the equation, bro. And you applying to college, and nobody can know what your grades were in primary school or in high school or in middle school. Come on. We can't, just like in no way can we not keep score when we're watching a basketball game. That guy may have had the greatest crossover, the nicest moves. It may have been the flashiest team, the best dunks, but what's the score at the end of the game? Whether we like that part or not, one team's more entertaining than the other. That's neither here nor there. Who won is determined by what the score says at the end of the game. Who put more buckets in the basket than the other team? Got to keep a scoreboard, bro. We don't say, oh, well, The way he broke that dude's ankles is way more fly than the other guy. So, but what's the score? And the way we keep scores is, well, what was your release? That's why we have a Billboards. How did that come out?
Billboards is trash
books, huh?
Billboards is trash too. You don't see
I agree. I can agree that along the way, there's a group of people, like anybody who filters the news, and then they're fact checkers who tell you which things to take serious and which things not to take serious. It's bullshit.
Getting album of the years off.
Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. But you know that's to show you that there's a system that pushes certain artists. You know what I'm saying? That they want to have a certain spotlight on it. And the smart people know, bro. They keep it. That's factored in. But this is what I'm saying. When we're having a discussion, we can't just blindly talk about our favorite artists and say, well, this person's this, he's the best for this. Bro, one thing nobody can deny is longevity across anybody's board. Drake and even the older heads who hate on Drake acknowledge that nobody has had a run like him. Nobody's dominated for as many summers as this dude has dominated. Hands down. Jay-Z had a long run. That's why he's still relevant today. He had a long run. Even Nas hasn't had as long as a run. He's still relevant. He's still meaningful. But in terms of numbers and impact and things of that nature on a global scale, name recognition, all these things, gotta respect it. That's why you have to respect the Madonna. Madonna was popping, bro, I feel like the late 70s, early 80s, she was popping. And Madonna can still sell out a crowd. The Beatles, you got to respect them. Bro, they were popping in the 60s, and they're still relevant. You got to respect Bob Marley. The guy's been dead, and he's still on impact. You got to respect Michael Jackson. Bro, like, these guys are no longer even here. And their impact is just unquestionable.
I mean, yeah.
So when we're having a great conversation, like, we got to go to something that people can measure. Like, okay.
I don't like to use sales, though. I feel like sales is the last metric you should use.
Yeah, but it's something that needs to be spoken of, bro.
It's so volatile, like sales. Maybe I really like the joint, so I bought it 3 times.
Sales is a part of it. Because here's the thing. You can say whatever you want to say. Guess what? Michael Jackson sold.
Absolutely. But again, we talking about a different genre.
He didn't just sell. He sold a lot.
Again, though, we talking about a different genre. Hip hop is a very exclusive and particular genre.
No. There's a lot of pop artists, bro.
Hip hop.
No, I know. I'm saying there's like even hip hop. Even hip hop, bro. You gotta. There's people who selling, bro.
That's why I say every other genre is widely accepted in terms of like culturally. Every other genre is like, no matter what you are, you listen to this. No matter what age you are, you listen to this. Jazz. You can find anyone, any age that listens to jazz. You can find anyone, any race that listens to jazz. And the same thing goes for country, whatever. Hip hop, you're always gonna find someone that's like, I can't stand that shit. You know what I'm saying? You're always gonna find that.
Not true. Hip hop is the most popular music genre in the world, bro.
That's fair to say.
And it didn't start out like that way. So let's be honest. Like, so what I'm saying is, this is another way you have to judge. This is why you have to even put the accomplishment on hip hop. Hip hop went from not being the most impactful music genre to being the most impactful music genre. That's crazy. Influencing generations of people, bro. That's an accomplishment. That's huge. But guess how you tell? By the numbers, by the influence. How are people dressing? What are people doing? How are people acting? You can tell what the influence is. If I'm in Japan,
members. I'm at it. I don't like to say
If I'm in Japan and I got Japanese people wearing dreads, bro, you can't tell me reggae is not impactful. What are we talking about? They're doing the reggae dances. It's impactful, bro. You gotta respect it. Just like a lot of our culture, our dances, or the way we move and gyrate our body, it's impact. Everyone's replicating it. So you have to measure it by some metric. You know what I mean? That's the main thing. This has been an extremely long-winded thing. I'm about to wrap this up. I think the conversation was good. Obviously, to all my supporters and anybody who's subscribed to the show, we thank you for joining. For those who are not yet a subscriber, we ask that you continue to join us and to join the family, you join the discussion, you join the conversation. We will probably have to break this one up because it's a rather long show. We've went through a whole expose, not just on the beast, but we talked about some other things. And, we definitely want everybody to weigh in. To all the people who support their artists, we encourage you to support your artists. And, we ask that you just keep everything music, right? And not allow things to go left. But to everybody else, we just thank you for joining us, and we are signing out. Have a blessed one.